I'll fix that later. All right, we should be live here. So everybody who's here is here. Um, we've already done our kind of informal introductions. We're not going to do that whole formal thing yet until like maybe the first session once we get like our characters made. But tonight's session 0. It's just going to be us talking a little bit about the campaign and then building our characters. And if we get them all done and made, we might jump in. If like that'll be part 2 of tonight's session. We might hop into some actual scenes in Act 1. So I'm gonna share these handouts with you guys again. So please, like, is everybody ready to start going through this? Like, if anyone's not ready, let me know. Okay. So I didn't hear any no's. So, um, so what do we got here? Uh, Welcome to the Dale Lands. Okay, who knows what the Dale Lands is first and foremost? Can anybody tell me without reading much of this, like where they are in the world, what world they're in, so on and so forth? Like, does anyone have a strong point of reference for them that wants to speak on it, or I can just kind of give you my turn, my version of it first.
All right, the Dale Lands, located in an area called the Heartlands of Faerun. It's basically like the old school fantasy kind of area of Toro, which is like Faerun, where the Forgotten Realms are.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Dale Lands is a place connected to this place called Cormanthyr, and it's the Cormanthyr is it's historically run by elves a very, very long time ago during DR is the Dale Reckoning is like kind of the timeline that we'll be using for this, I'm assuming. Uh, the humans from the Dale lands and the elves from Cormanther made a pact, uh, and it's written on this called the Standing Stone, if you can find it in the map. Anyway, they made a pact, and it was the elves that allowed the humans to settle in to the Dale lands for trade reasons and being good guys and trying to, like show humans and other races like the right way, if you will. But anyway, the Dale lands is, instead of being like a super huge uh like empire of a region or a country, it's a bunch of different kind of little countries, not necessarily tribes, but like think of like townships almost. And
Yeah. I would almost
it's
equate them to like counties with like
yeah,
a
okay.
county seat. One of the towns acts as county seat, and like, and that's how they're governed in a small county like governance. Yeah. There's no kings of the
Yeah.
Dales or anything.
They do have a council
Yes, there's
where they
councils.
where they all meet.
Hmm.
But anyway, that's kind of about what I know. Elminster is from Shadowdale, which is
Yep.
like
Famous
one of the
place.
hugest characters. Myth Drainer, I think it's pronounced according to Ed Greenwood. It's like this huge elven city that used to be just absolutely the shit, and it got overtaken by some stuff, and it's been abandoned, and it's also been, like people tried to work on it, and there's like a
Yep.
lot of
There's a long
Forgotten Realms
history
detail.
with Mithrandir. It's pretty long. There, yeah, the main thing about Mithrandir is the name is myth, which doesn't it's not short for mythological, it's actually short for like mythal, which is a name for the type of spell that was used to protect the city. It's big citywide spell that like prevented like the decay of the people and like it did a lot of things. I've been doing some research on it, but there's just too many to name right now. But that's basically it. What Rob said about the Dale lands. So I wrote in here. It's a land of deep forests, friendly villages, ancient ruins, and the quiet tension of old magic. Life's pretty peaceful on the surface, but cracks are widening. Rumors spread of strange lights over the elven woods, creates creatures stirring beneath the earth, and old enemies seeking forgotten power. Your adventure begins during a fragile moment in history. Myth Draenor long ruin, briefly reborn, and ruined again, stirs once more. So the city of Mythdrannor is sort of at the core of the story. It is not where the majority of your travels will take you, but it definitely fits into the main thing, and you may actually end up there at some point during this adventure. Um, anyways, moving on to the second point here. This is what your characters should know, and this is like role play background information that like is important. So, like, this is reiterating a lot of what Matt just said. The Dale Lands are made up of independent dales such as Shadowdale, Mistledale, and Battledale. There is an elven court um, that lies in the forest of Cormanthyr. Now, I'm trying to, like, if you guys zoom in on the map as I like shift and click you over to it, there's the forest of Cormanthyr, and this is Mithranor. Okay, everybody follow me on the map. If you don't see it, I'll try to help you find it. Okay. Yeah. Dale's got it. Yep. Mithranor is the city. Cormanthor is the elven kingdom that still exists in the forest. That's like a more wood elfy kind of society. There's high elves in there too, but um, it's a lot more of the primitive magics and the primitive way of like living in the forest in harmony with nature. Um, and Mithranor is cursed. It's very dangerous and it's full of magical relics, powerful relics. Okay. Anytime adventurers go there, they typically don't come back. It's a dangerous place. There are things there that prevent people from living. We'll just say that can be anything from monsters to wild magic, surges, portals opening up, swallowing people, and you never see them again. Things like that. Um, Okay, and the next point is trade roads are safe by day, but monsters and bandits roam at night. So these trade roads go through this giant forest, um, and they can be dangerous. So like the way this whole region works, try to think of the Dale lands like this. The way I've kind of come to interpret, I've been reading some of the books lately. The Dale lands are these independent, free states, right? Where Cormyr over here, not to be confused with Cormanthor, by the way. This is a country ruled by a king, um, and that country is a lot different than the Dales, but they're on friendly terms. And then you also have this other country called Sembia to the south. So Sembia often wars with Cormyr and the Dale lands, so that makes the Cormyr and the Dales natural allies. So the Dalelands trade a lot with Cormyr. They still trade with Sembia, which is like a more mercantile country, but they're like a more of like an empire. You know, they are more like a. The best way to think of Sembia is like a if a corporation were its own country, that would be Sembia, right? They care about making money, you know, trade, illicit trade, trade of illegal goods, things like that, you know. The Dales just want to be left alone. The Dale lands are like the what's that one political movement? I can't think of it, but I don't want to start putting analogs into the game. But like the Dale lands are they just
Libertarian.
yeah, they're more libertarian. Yeah, they're a little bit more like that. And each Dale is slightly different from each other too. So it's just why there's so many of them. They all band together in times of crises, but like that's the general idea. Is everybody good on that idea with the Dales? That's the land you are going to be traveling through. Now, your character may be from there, your character may not be from there. And that's something for you to decide, but there has to be some reason, right? There has to be some reason that you came here. So keep that in mind, right? Now that you're gathering information on this, I want you to think about that as we move along. Um, the last point here that your characters might know is that druids, rangers, and farmers and caravanners pass news faster than the bards. So, like, the bards are like the news of the world, right? Like, they go from town to city to town, passing the news along about what's happening, what kings and queens are marrying and dying, kids being born, shit like that. This is a more rural. It's very rural. That's the best way to think of the entire Dalelands. It's a rural place. There are cities, there are fortresses, but they're small. They're smaller. They're not big cities. They're towns and fortresses occasionally. Some are bigger than others, but like that's essentially the idea. Very rural community. Okay. So, let's see. Regional rumors. What do we got here? Red star storms have been seen over Cormanthyr. Silent swirling magic lights. So, like all these magic like anomalies are starting to show up in the forest. When people have traveled through the forest roads, there's a forest road that travels straight through this town called a Schadenford. Okay. And it goes to the city of Hillsfar to the north. That's part of another country that's really not part of the Dales, even though it shares sort of a border with it. I forget their political leanings, but they're part of the Moon Sea community. So that's not where most of the adventure will take place, but there may be some influence from Hillsfar too. So you could be from Hillsfar maybe. Um, what was I just saying? Okay. Uh, So a wandering dwarven caravan claims to have found a lost mine near the Thunder Peaks. So that may be a thing. The Thunder Peaks are, let's see, where are they? They're down here. Yep, you got it. So they are sort of the border between Cormyr and the Dales. Part of this mountain range is what creates a natural border, right? Like, so you can see all this here. It's like the Thunder Peaks. There's different peaks within there, but like that's sort of that natural border between the two lands. And then you got Sembia over here. We'll just make Sembia the red color. Not exactly sure where the border ends, but we'll just say it's a bit like it's a bit like that or something, like that's Sembia. Sembia might actually extend even further. I forget if Daraloon is part of Sembia or not. And then you got Cormyr, which I will most definitely make purple. Can anyone tell me why I would want to make Cormyr purple thematically? It's a good color for Cormyr.
I don't want to keep answering all these. I'm kind of a Forgotten Realms nerd.
It's okay if you're the Forgotten Realms nerd. You're the Forgotten Realms. Tell everybody what it is. Like,
Yeah,
All right.
I'd like to hear it too.
yeah.
So, back in the days of a long time ago, Cormyr had a black dragon living in the King's Forest here, and it was really, really old. It was nearing its twilight age, and oh shit, I gotta plug my laptop in, boys. But I'll try to make it through this. Anyway, um, there
If you got to
was
plug it in,
a
we
really
can hold for.
there was a really old black. I know my daughter's screaming in the other room, or I'd just go grab my cord. But there was a really old black dragon, so old that it was turning purple. And the knights, led by it was either the king or the prince. I'm pretty sure it was the prince of Cormyr. They went into the king's forest to confront this ancient, just gargantuan black dragon. And when they got there, they figured out that there was no hope of them defeating it, so they made a deal with it. And I think it either went into an ancient slumber or it just left or whatever the deal was. But when they got back to Cormyr, everyone was like, "What happened with the dragon?" And they were, "We totally defeated this dragon. We killed it. Da 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 da." And so they were proclaimed the Purple Dragon Knights, and that is why that's why they're called dragoons. That's why they're called the Purple Dragons, Purple Dragon Knights,
Yep.
not because of what is it, amethyst dragons that don't do
Right. The
5e
dragon
or
was old and
anything.
its scales started to fade. Did you say that part?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was an old black dragon and its scales had a purple hinge to it. The king is called the Dragon King there. Is it King Azun? Is he still the king or is it Azun this like ancestor? I can't remember. In the book I'm reading
Mm.
it's King Azun the Fourth. Um but anyway, it's still his line. It's called the I forget the name of the family, but like there's a king there and he's the Dragon King. That's what he goes by. Okay. Moving on from that. They're the purple, that's the purple nation, Cormyr. Okay. So you got the Thunder Peaks that act as a natural border. You have Sembia to the south, which is that mercantile dickhead, entrepreneurial, like, they want to rule the world through trade, right? And then you got Cormyr. Cormyr is the closest analog to Cormyr as a society would be sort of like King Arthur's like realm, like Knights of the Round Table kind of thing. Even though there's a lot of underhandedness in it too, and like backstabbing. I guess there was that stuff too in that world. But the knights there are known for their honor and their chivalry. You can be a purple dragon knight in this world. Okay, that's an important kind of point to make, is that like they are an actual thing, the purple dragon knights. Okay. All right, moving on. What do we got here? Orc tribes in the Dragon Reach region are acting strangely organized. I forget where the Dragon Reach is located. Oh, the Dragon Reach is to this area right here. This is the Dragon Reach. Um, so there's orc tribes acting up. I think this coastline, there's some orc areas in here. There's Scardale Town. This is all part of Harrowdale Town or Scardale. But there's orc tribes that are operating in that area. So you know be knowledgeable of that if you want to play an orc or half orc, whatever we're calling them these days. That's something to keep in mind. Someone has been buying relics of Myth Drannor at absurd prices. So someone's paying a lot of money. You don't know who, um, but they could be involved in something going on with that. There's someone's getting relics out of Myth Drannor, which I just described earlier as being a very dangerous place, right? So no one knows why that's happening yet, but maybe that's why you're here, to investigate. There's some reason that you were sent here. Could be, could not be, maybe not. Oh, this isn't written down here, but just as a side note, who besides Rob knows what Zental Keep is to the north here a little bit? Anyone? Vex, do you know?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Okay. All right. I'll just tell everybody. Zental Keep is the seat of power for the Zentrum. Does that name ring a bell for anyone? All right.
Yes, it does.
Now I'll
The
start.
it,
The
Yeah.
Merchant Guild.
Yeah.
mhm,
But they are a little bit more than that. They are a crime syndicate galore. They operate in every city, sophisticated city. They have their own army of wizards and mercenaries, as well as,
mhm,
the people doing the selling and the fencing and all the cities, like the Thieves Guild element. But they're led by a leader called Manshun, who's this character who's managed to live forever almost. He makes clones of himself.
mhm,
Not that wouldn't be common knowledge, but unless you're like Elminster or someone who's fought against him, Um, but Zental Keep is very close to the area of the Dale Lands, right? So like it's like you got Zental Keep way up here, not way up anywhere, but up there, and then you have places like Shadowdale right here, and that's not that far. Mr. Nor is right here. Hillsfar is right here. So they're all connected. The Zentarum always has influence in every trade that's going on, every king that gets assassinated or attempts, like they're always involved in some kind of scheme or looking to profit from some scheme that's occurring or some natural catastrophe, right? If you played Baldur's Gate 3, you knew that they were operating on the high road, right? Like during that time,
mhm,
and they were trying to infiltrate the thieves guilds, and they were using that as they were using the whole crisis as an opportunity to sink their teeth into what was going on there, right? So like expect the Zentarum to show up at some point, not necessarily right at this kickstart of the game, maybe, but like if maybe you want to be associated with them or be out to look out for them. There's no evil characters, so just keep that in mind. But like, there could be a tie-in with the Zentarum somewhere in your past. Okay. Um, Animals in Battledale flee through the forest at night. That's pretty self-explanatory. If there's a lot of unnatural things happening here, right? Ghostly song can sometimes be heard near the old standing stones. So there's this standing stone thing in Cormanthyr. That's where the pact, the Dalelands Pact, was signed years and years and years ago between humans and elves, which basically stated like humans were not going to disturb the sanctity of the trees in the forest. They were going to keep it sacred, right? Um, and that standing stone was erected there to commemorate that fact. Okay. And there's lots of different standing stones throughout the forest that act as waypoints. There's more than one. They're like navigational waypoints that elves use when they traverse the woods, so they can remember where they're at. But the standing stone is like a big monument. They're all similar, right? Okay. So there's a lot of people are seeing ghosts near them, like images or some kind of ethereal stuff happening near these standing stones from time to time. All right. So, okay. So this is the stuff we're going to talk about um, that we can start to kind of figure out your background hooks. I'm not going to read through all these. I want you guys, if you've had time to read through section 4, like all this stuff right here, well, you can't really, hopefully you're all still seeing this handout. Um, you got Friend of
Honestly,
Elminster. What?
sorry, I was gonna say I converted both of the handouts you sent so that I could just have one in one.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so I'm looking at part number 4 where it says background hooks on the player
Yep.
handout pack section. So you got Friend of Elminster, descendant of Cormanthyr. Um, your ancestors fought alongside the elves before Mithrandir fell. A family heirloom, recently awakened or glowed. Something is calling you. So like, you got to pick one of these as sort of like your. This doesn't have to be your backstory, but it's your back. It can be an element of your backstory that makes you want to be involved in what's going on in this campaign. So, um, there's one there for almost everybody. Like, you know what I mean? You got one that says apprentice of the Standing Stone Druid Circle. So there's a lot of druidy kind of stuff here, by the way. Um, you could have been a caravan guard on the Moonsea Ride, which is this I think it's um this main route that goes through Schadenford is the Moonsea Ride, I believe. Or it could be the other one that goes up through Zenthal Keep. I forget which one it is. Um, Survivor of a ruin-touched village. Your home was destroyed by magical fallout long ago. Recently, you dreamed of the same energy returning, but this time flowing outward from Mithranor. So, like Mithranor is coming up a lot in a lot of this stuff, right? Um, so yeah, you guys get to choose. Okay, that's for you. Now, um, this number 5 here that says secrets, just ignore that. I have new secrets that I made. Okay. They're a little bit more campaign specific. I made this at the start of the campaign. I got new ones that I'm going to share with you privately. Okay. Well, I'll probably assign that later on tonight when you guys have had a chance to digest some of this information and figure out what class you might want to play. Okay. Um, Faction hooks. The Knights of Mithrandir seek heroes to investigate disturbances in Cormanthyr. We may or may not use these. These are specific factions. So the Knights of Mithrandir are these famous knights that are actually from Cormyr that they were around 100 years ago, the main ones I'm reading about, but I don't know much about them right now. But they are like these people that went to Mithrandir and investigated it, and they helped settle the region of Shadowdale at one point too. Um, the Silver Ravens, which are a group of gnomes, magical engineers tracking wild arcane searches. So like you can like add yourself to one of these factions if you want. You don't have to, but like if you want to have a faction that you're associated with, which would help, you know, role play your way through the story a little bit better because things could come up where it's like, hey, you encounter a Knight of Mithranor. If you're a part of their faction, you know, you might want to have that in part of your backstory, but it has to make sense. Like if you have a certain background hook from the general background, and then your faction hook kind of like doesn't really add up with it. Like I'm going to kind of veto. I hold veto power there. If it just doesn't make sense. But you try to pick stuff that you like, okay? Starting adventure hooks, missing caravan, strange lights, broken artifact, lost scout, and the summoning gone wrong, okay? That could be like what really got you to come here in the first place, okay? Like that's the reason you were sent here or decided to come here, right? That's specifically like if you had a background where you were just a caravan guard, but like you were living last in Cormyr, but like you need a reason to come to the Dalelands, that could be your reason, right? Okay. Um, Themes for the campaign are high magic, ancient ruins and lost civilizations, fellowship and bonds between races. So like ancient ruins kind of goes without saying. There's no D&D campaign without some good old ancient ruins. High magic, that means to me that just means standard D&D. Like there's plenty of magic to go around. Um, Fellowship and bonds between races. I think I wanted that in there because I wanted to reinforce like the fact that there's humans, elves, gnomes, dwarves, all kind of like living here together in harmony. And even though yes, they're isolationists in certain ways, they have a like a symbiotic relationship between elves and dwarves sometimes, right? Like um it's something to think about when you're playing through the campaign. It's an exploring campaign. We're going to go to a lot of places. We're going to explore a lot of ruins, a lot of towns. There's a little bit of political intrigue at times, but mostly traveling. Hopefully, there's going to be a few campaign hubs. Like each act almost acts as like a town or a dale that you're going to be staying in for the most part, and you're going to have that as your hub, and you're going to venture out from there. But as you move into the next act, you're going to be in a different area. Does that make sense? So you're going to be exploring and traveling, and in between acts, there's going to be side quests and side missions during the acts too. Um, but the biggest theme I have for it, honestly, this is the one that's most important to me, is good versus ancient corrupting evil, and you'll see why in short order on the first actual like play through this story session. It's like a ancient evil that's arising. Okay. Um, One sentence campaigns are the forgotten powers beneath Mythranor awaken, and the scattered peoples of the Dalelands must unite to stop an ancient corruption from rising again, which is what I just said, basically. Okay. Um, that's enough. That's it for the player handout pack. Let's go to, let's see here. Background hooks. These are the specific there's a lot of background hooky type information that I just read through, and you don't have to use all that. You can use some of it when you pick and build your background. But this is more of like this handout's a little bit more specific, right? Like it's a little bit more like, okay, it's 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 giving you a little bit more like focused idea here. Like if you're an elf, half elf, or human, the elven tree fosterling would be a good background for you. And then I have a wiki link in there that teaches you everything you need to know about that place. So if you pick one of these and this is non-negotiable for this background hook, you have to pick one of these. The other ones are optional. In this document, this is like you must pick at least this, right? Like you must pick at least one of these. I don't know, what do we got here? It's 15, right? And I took the time to put the link to the wiki article, and I want you to read it during the week. You don't have to read it all tonight, but if you want to peruse it tonight as you're building your character, I highly recommend it. But by session 1 or the next session, I want you to be I want you to be as an expert as you can be on that particular background hook thing, right? um, and know something about it. So if there's a scene that comes up in the game, right, um, you should know a thing or two about it if it's in your background, right? And you might get advantages on skill checks when it comes to that thing, or persuasion checks, anything like that, right? So makes sense. But that's for you guys to peruse. Like, does anyone have any questions about any of that that I just went through? Like both of those
Nope.
documents? Is it making a lot of sense or? Okay. Does anyone have any questions at all at this point about anything?
Nope. Nope, it's been pretty much straightforward.
Okay, so it's all making sense.
Yeah.
I know I'm just like talking a lot here, so I just didn't want to like leave
It's
anyone in the dust if nothing was making sense. Um, so okay, what are we doing with classes? Let's get into that. I'm just gonna ad lib this part. I don't have a document out for that. So I want to really recommend that when you pick your class and your background more specifically, your background should be the thing that drives you to pick your class more so than the other way around. But um, if you have a class idea in mind already, um, that's fine. But like I said at the beginning, I wanted to give you all this information up front so that you can start formulating your idea of what class you want to pick based on what the story is going to be about and not necessarily like what mechanics you want to pick, right? There should be a mechanical like balance between the five of you or four of you, depending on how many people show up week to week. But you know, just kind of that's for you guys to work out between yourselves. I'm cool if you guys want to have some of your characters know each other already. If you want to have like a shared background or um, you know, be from the same city, or you could be related in some way. If that's how you want to take the approach, you guys, that's what tonight's going to be all be about. Is for in a few minutes, I'm going to turn it over to you. I want you guys to have a conversation with each other. You know, take turns. Don't everybody speak over each other, but like you know, figure out what we want to do or what you guys think is the best for each other. You know, um,
I have a question actually.
sure, go ahead.
You said you want us to use the background hooks to kind of guide our
Yeah,
background and class. Which background hooks are more important for us to follow, in your
this
opinion?
the second document that says Faerun
Okay.
and Daleland's background hooks. That's a
I
must-have. The stuff in the first document that I spent the most time reading from already, the one that says
yeah
player handout pack.
yeah
Anything that's related to backgrounds in there is optional.
okay
So like that's a more like you can have two background hooks. So you can have one from the one document, and if you want a second one from like point number 4 in the player handout pack, you can have that, or you could be associated with a faction also. You can pick
okay
anything additional from that, but what you have to pick is the Daleland's focused character background hook, which will, and you can only pick certain ones if you're going to pick like it has to be race equivalent. Like you have, if you pick the Elven Tree Fosterling, you have to be an elf or a half elf or a human. You see what I'm saying? Like
yep.
there's little criteria. Certain ones are just say any, but um like Tasseldale Gollum Smith's Apprentice, like you have to be an artificer, a fighter, or a wizard to be have that as your background.
You called out the one that called out to me the most.
Did I? That's the
Yeah,
one you're thinking about? Cool. That'll
yeah.
be I love when people play fucking gnomes and artificers. They're really fun. That would be very gnomish, by the way. That's like and there's definitely gnomes in this story. So like if you want to pick a gnome, pick a gnome. Just um so right, yeah, that's a good question. That's a good thing he brought that up again, because like you have to pick
Yeah,
one of these that are in the Faerun Downlands background hook document. The other ones are optional ones. I will
yeah. I just
also
wanted to
be.
make sure.
Mhm.
I just wanted to make sure because you went over both of them. I just didn't know which one should be the stronger guiding light.
That should be the stronger guiding light. Thank you for asking. Yeah, like pick. Well, it doesn't have to be. Like if you like what's like the background hook that's in the original document, and you want to, if you want to fit the other one around that, you can do it that way too. You can pick either. You can pick one before the other. It doesn't matter. But you have to pick this one at least for, to be make a character in this campaign. You can't be Joe Schmo from like and like show up. Oh, and another thing, when you're picking your character class backgrounds, like the actual mechanical, you know how they call them backgrounds now, that give
Yep.
you your like all your extra stats and stuff like that. I have I have the new book, the Faerun Adventurers book, and there's Faerun specific ones, which should tell you that they are when you're picking. I would prefer if you all tried to pick one of those when you're building your character too. If you can fit it in a way that makes logical sense for your story hook, do that. Like, but if you can only pick like Outlander and it's the only one that makes sense in your head, that's fine too. But like there's stuff like the Emerald Enclave. I'll have it up in a minute, but like um you'll see when you start building your character. Anyway.
If you don't
ma-
have the book, they're on Wikidot, and they're
Well,
separated into Faerun.
I have the book and it's in my Roll20 and
Oh,
we're
it is?
yeah, so
Oh shit.
you guys should be using it when you're I got to double check something in a minute. I might not have shared that. Hold on, let me
I've actually
Yeah,
never
I don't
played on
think that stuff
Roll20
is
with
on there.
somebody that has the books installed, so this is new to me.
yeah, it should be available. Let me make sure I'm sharing my compendium uh content sharing. Got to make sure. Yep. Yep. I should be sharing it. So when you guys are actually going to build your character here in a minute, you should see all the options I own. Don't pick anything that doesn't say 2024 for class or race, and don't pick anything, or try not to pick backgrounds that aren't the new Faerun ones, because I want that to influence the story more. I paid good money for that so that we would have it available for this campaign. I'm going to go ahead and start making templates here for your characters. I'm just going to assign like placeholders here for everybody. Does anyone have any thoughts or ideas about what class they want to pick and what race they want to pick already?
I'm kind of thinking. I'm kind of thinking I pull the trigger this time around and be a druid.
Who was that speaking? Rob?
No, that
Oh,
was
that
Maddie D.
Matt. You sound different all of a sudden, Matt. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm thinking picking a druid, nice little half caster with some shape shifting abilities, but I'm
Okay.
on the fence. The secondary reason I think druid would be kind of fun is because I'm looking at Wonder of the Standing Stone and Cormanthyr Outlander, which are they both feature druid as classes associated.
Okay.
What just happened?
I don't know.
No way! There he is.
A cap.
He missed the most important part of our night.
Hey,
Here. Hey, Dingle Butt.
Sleepy ass Cap, you're an hour late, brother.
yeah.
Well, I just went through the entire campaign spiel. You're gonna have to rewatch it, so you don't get to build your character tonight. You're not allowed in.
Not allowed in.
Nah, it's all right. He can come in, but like you guys got to help him understand. Cab, if you scroll up in the chat, in our Discord chat, that the link to the game is in there from earlier, around 5:57 ish. That's the timestamp. Okay, so I got a template made for each. Has everyone used Roll20 enough that they know how to use the Character Mancer and build their character with it?
Mm-hmm.
That is a negative.
All right. If when you get it open, just start. It's pretty intuitive, but if you have questions, ask me and I'll help you. But anyone else thinking of any class race combinations so far besides Matt? So Matt, you were thinking Druid. What race?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. All
Freaking
right.
yeah.
It's fine if you don't know yet. It's fine. You guys can take all the time tonight to pick. Like it doesn't. We don't even have to finish our characters tonight if it's like if you really want to put a lot of thought into it. I know I spieled out a lot of lore dumping and all that stuff so far, and the Dales are new to you guys. The story is going to be new as well. So take your time, and decide what you really want to be here. It's up to you. Vex, what are you thinking about? Anything?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about, for my background, going the survival of Battledale Burning Fields,
Okay. Is
or
that in the
maybe yeah,
which number is
that's in
that?
the background hooks. That's 3.
Oh,
Or
Survivor of
the
Battledale's Burning
Shadowdales,
Fields.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Or the Shadowdale Sentinel in training. Going a fighter. I think
Okay.
a human would go well,
Yeah, probably.
and yeah, just a human fighter basically.
Okay. Cool. Shadowdale Sentinel in training. I
No,
like it. You could be from Shadowdale.
another one. Yeah, go to the
I
Yawning
ha
Portal.
I have two that are standing out to me.
Which two?
One is the Tasseldale Goldsmith Apprentice,
Right.
or the core. I can't say this. Cormanthyr Exile in the Dales. And if I do that, it's either going to be an artificer or a paladin,
Okay.
depending on
Artif
which one I choose.
So you're thinking tanky regardless.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
I've been wanting to play an artificer for 5 years, and I just never pulled the trigger. I don't know
Right.
why.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm up in the air. I guess I'll kind of shift to pick one when I figure out what everybody else plays, and I'll fill in. Because with artificer, I can kind of shift it a little more utility versus tanky if I need,
Yeah.
right? So those are my thoughts. I just gotta pull the trigger on something.
Okay. Is anyone thinking that they might want to know each other's characters before like the adventure, or are you guys all going to meet somewhere? We have to kind of figure that out actually, but I don't know if anyone's had a lot of time to really think about this already, and they're like, oh, okay, I kind of want to make sure I have like a brother or someone that I knew already or a best friend. I don't know.
Believe it or not, Cap and I have not discussed this too much.
Mm, right.
I would not be surprised if we end up choosing the same background hook or backstory hook or whatever it is, and then maybe background hook. Yeah, I don't know. That's up to him. Maybe.
Okay. Cap just logged in and logged out. All right. So what else? What about Rob? What are you thinking, Rob? As far
Ooh,
as backgrounds and
I was trying to shut up and let everything dwindle down. But if we're going to have a fighter, probably an artificer and a druid, is that right, guys?
Yeah,
I
I'm
am I
leaning.
am heavily considering
Sounds
druid.
about right.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards artificer than paladin. I'm
So
like
with the
60-40 right now.
artificer, is that tanky? I thought that was more
it can go either way. There's like,
It can go
Yeah.
it can go
yeah,
four
There's
different ways.
armor.
yeah.
all right, what are you thinking? You're thinking tanky on it though?
I was leaning battlesmith, which is I think a little more well rounded, if I remember correctly.
I forget.
It's been
The
a minute since I looked
artificer is
at
the
it.
class I know the least about. I'll
Yeah,
be
me
right
too.
back. I'm listening to you guys, but I'm gonna
Battlesmith.
be gone for a second. Keep talking.
Yeah,
Uh,
Battlesmith is the one with the metal golem, right?
I think yes, yes. I can send my
Yes, the battle
golem in
buddy.
there to be the tank.
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh,
sounds
that's
pretty
dope.
And that
cool.
golem does have a lot of health. Just a piss poor armor class.
Yeah. And I I like it because I can these features, these magical items abilities can help us out,
Hmm. Yeah,
right?
the improvements and stuff. Ooh, that'd be lovely.
Yeah. So that's why I'm leaning because it can kind of affect the whole party. So
Then we got Druid as our healer. If you want to play healer, of course.
Oh, I'll have healing word.
Okay,
what
lovely. That's all we can have to ask.
you know what
Yeah,
I think
there's no way I'm not gonna have healing word, bro. I
you know what
got you.
I think
flavor
he
druid you're leaning towards?
Um, uh, I'm not caught up too much on like the current subclasses, but I am thinking Circle of the Land.
Ooh,
that would
extra
be
spells.
fitting.
All right.
I've read a lot
That
about that.
that
I'm
way I can
playing
do like that way I could do like Call Lightning with a concentration, or maybe even Moonbeam with concentration.
playing a druid in a campaign starting in January, and it was up between the land and the stars, and I went with stars. It was a
Stars
tight
seems
call.
pretty cool too.
Yeah,
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't messed with it too much in Baldur's Gate, but I imagine it's quite good in D&D version.
It
it's
is. You got the
I
choice of the stars, the dragon, the chalice.
Yeah, it's
Chalice
like a
is
yeah.
different
healing.
buff. It's a different buff for
Mhm.
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chalice, like I want to play with it. I'm going to play with it in January, but I have a feeling that once I go into that Chalice form and start healing, it's going to be a powerful healer just because you get an extra, I think it's
D8.
D8 for a separate character, not the one that you
Mm-hmm.
healed.
Uh-huh. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll definitely consider that since we'll have time between level 1 and subclass.
Stars is really cool. I like the fact that you're considering land though, because um, I'll just say that the one class I thought if I were a player in this, I would have been a Circle of the Land Druid for the first time in my life. That's what I would.
You know me, bro. I
If
love
I were
druids.
picking it, that's what I would. That's what I would be.
Nature preserve you all.
Uh,
I was
Mike, I
hoping
gotta,
that that would
Sylvanas.
be open at the end of it.
Mike, I have to ask this question because it's one of the
Sure.
reasons why I haven't played the Artificer in the past. Because
Uh-huh.
every time I brought it up to the DM, they're like, "Okay, you play Artificer, but I'm gonna nerf the magic items that you can make," and they would
I
take
don't.
like 60% of the items I can make.
I don't do that. If you can
Okay,
make, if the class is able to make them, I don't see a reason for doing that.
okay,
If you follow the rules, he'll let you do things.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's all I ask. Okay,
Yeah. He's letting me get away with a couple interesting things just cuz the rules don't say otherwise.
Just keep in mind if you build an artificer, it's going to be the old version of it. I don't have the new version that just came out.
I might be able to find it for free online in case we need
Yeah,
a
but
little
then
bit
he'd
extra.
have to do it manual every time he built. He level. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I can do it manual. It's not a problem.
well, just use the old one. It's probably. I think it's. There's not a lot that's changed.
I don't think there's a lot of change either, actually.
Yeah, it's in there though. If you want to pick it, I love artificers. I played with two people who did them, and they both did a really good job using the class features and stuff. It's a fun class.
Yeah,
It's definitely different.
I'm gonna try to play it as no spells, more mechanics, but I don't know if we can pull it off. We shall see.
No spells. I think you still need to do some
No,
spell
no,
casting.
I'm not. It's not. Yeah, it's. I don't want to play it as a spellcaster. I want every spell to have a mechanism or a machine type of
Oh,
thing.
I see what you're saying.
Right?
Hey,
That sounds
Vex,
Yeah,
did you see the Banneret subclass for the fighter?
I have not.
It's
So
available,
bad.
and it's a new one that I got with the
It's
Forgotten Realms Heroes of Faerun. It'll be available as you're
Okay,
building. You'll see it, but
so
I'm gonna
bad.
check it out.
it's essentially It's a Cormyrian purple dragon knight, basically. But what it lends itself
Oh,
to is a high charisma kind of fighter that can also do a little bit of group healing and group like temporary hit point buffing.
Like stepping into a paladin.
Stepping into a paladin, so it would actually probably multi-class really well with paladin. Just saying. And
oh,
for one of the backgrounds, you can be a purple dragon squire and double down on the purple dragon knight thing, which is very, very thematic for this part of the world. Just saying. Okay, I'm not
And if
trying to
you
tell you
do
to pick
that,
it, but you don't.
you
I'm
soon will never
heavily
get
I'm heavily considering. Sorry, I have a mouthful of food. I'm heavily considering the War Wizard Wayward Apprentice,
Is that a
which would
subclass
also
or a
be from Cormier.
background?
Background in the pack.
Okay. Oh, in the pack that I gave out, yeah. War wizards are cool in the storyline.
Or
Yeah.
no, not in the pack. In the Faerun and Daylands background hits.
Yeah.
It's the last one. If we're gonna do like a heavy Cormier kind of deal, which I mean, I guess the point of it is to kind of gather people from all around this motherfucker.
Kind of. I mean, it's an interesting way of like tying it into the world is what it really is. Um, you will be going from dale to dale uncovering mysteries. It's not going to be one of them stories where you're going to be rallying each dale to fight a great evil and a big army. Like it's not going to be like that story in like what was that game? Dragon Age, right? It's not like that. Um, there's definitely going to be a need to go to every place, and the more relationships you build, the better. I'll say that much. I like the war wizard. Are you thinking of going wizard?
I think so.
I love that.
I think so. Although, depending on how hard you're making these encounters, I might go sorcerer since we're playing 2024. Sorcerer's
Is
a
it?
little, in my opinion, a little
it
better this go round.
oh, really? I heard that somewhere. Yeah, and I heard the
They
new.
just got a bunch of new features.
I think I heard the new sorcerer. Um, the new sorcerer subclass. What is it called? I'm looking for it in the book right now. I have the physical book in front of me too. Just easier for me to read. There's a knowledge domain cleric. I heard this new sorcerer subclass is pretty powerful. There's the blade singer, the revised blade
Blade Singer.
singer.
The Blade Singer looks extremely fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I've played it myself, and a lot of other people I know have played it. This is revised. It's the new version of it. I think this one's pretty
But
balanced. They beefed it
if
up.
you're gonna play a blade singer and we're playing it in Cormanthyr, you should be a fucking elf, dude. It is like
Yeah.
thematic to Forgotten Realms.
Oh, the
It's like
Spellfire Sorcerer is what it's called, by the way.
Spellfire sorcerer. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's the new
considering
one.
doing that. Uh, you know, that's the only one. I was really looking. You have a background hook, I'm pretty sure, in
For
the pack that is like, hold on, Sage of Candlekeep, but it kind of like doesn't really mesh well with the I know a thing or two about Forgotten Realms, and I'll now that we're playing this, I'll end up fucking binging a bunch of lore.
yeah, that's what
But
I've been doing.
but
Do I have a Sage of Candlekeep in here?
yeah, it's not in your 1 through 15. It's in the handout pack.
It's in the other handout pack. Okay.
Yeah. which
background
kind of doesn't
hooks.
make sense. Yeah, it kind of just doesn't make sense as far
It
as like fitting it into something.
Well, that could be like you were sent to the Dale lands to investigate an obscure prophecy linked to Myth Draenor's rebirth. So like we could like work it depending on how you want it to be, you know. Um, yeah, you don't. If you really want it to just be a Sage of Candlekeep, you could just pick that and not pick anything from the other pack if you really wanted to. But I think the campaign, the main ones that I want you to pick, like they're a little bit more strong, you know.
Word. Yeah, I don't want to make it fair for everyone else. Yeah, I don't want to be like, yeah, I want this fucking special background because it's cool.
You guys can pick the
Like
same
I got
ones too. So like,
15 options.
yeah, there's a lot of options. That's the thing. If you guys really wanted the same one, that's fine. I don't care. I mean, I think it might be interesting if you guys can thematically do it in a way that makes sense, you know. Is anyone getting into their character sheets that I shared? You guys should see them all here.
I do not see mine.
No?
I don't see the list of character sheets. I see.
All right, so are you on
Player
the right
handout.
tab?
Yeah, I'm in
Player
the
handout pack
journal.
and player room dildos. Background hooks.
Did I not share them right? Hold on a second. Oh, hold on. I have to do something. Sorry. I forgot to do this one other thing. Put it in everybody's journal. I gave you guys permission, but I didn't give you permission to see it. So they should be popping up now. That's good. At least that means you guys are thinking heavily about your characters without going through the character builder like some people like to do as I'm talking. So, all right, you should see them now. There should be one for each of you there.
Just to make sure we are using the 2024 rules.
Yeah, whenever possible, pick those for your
Got it.
character. Yeah, just like the last one. Mhm. Like if there's only a class or subclass from the old rules that you need to be, you can pick it. It is backwards compatible. However, the newer ones are a little bit more streamlined and coherent, like a little bit better overall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't have to pick it, but it's preferable.
Hey Mike, do you see in that journal tab, do you see Bewesto Oclono?
Yeah, there's a bunch that you guys created down the bottom. You guys must have been creating your own.
I was gonna start on it. Are you able to delete that, or do I have
Yeah,
to somehow
I'll
do it?
delete it. Just use the one
Thank
I
you.
made, so I know
Yeah,
when you're
Yeah, I
done.
was
I'm
trying
already.
to figure out how to delete it.
It won't let me.
It
So
won't. You
probably won't
guys
let
don't
you
have
either.
permission. Only
Yeah.
the one who runs this thing will, which is me in this case.
Yeah, just delete that
I'll delete it.
Bewesto guy. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. You got your other one there,
So
but you
I
already got a
have.
portrait.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, I'm going gnome artificer. I've
Gnome,
decided.
awesome. You're gonna love this campaign if you're playing a gnome. I'm just gonna tell you right now. There's
I
some
was
funny
going
ass
back and
gnome
forth
shit.
between. I was going back and forth between gnome and dwarf, and I was like, you
Okay,
know what? Let's play a gnome.
gnomes are
Let's
great.
let's be
I'm
a
a
small
half
person.
elf. I'm choosing a half elf so that I can age semi-normally.
Yeah, but still be around for a minute. Half elves are cool.
Okay.
You can play as a gnoll? What the heck?
Yeah, don't pick that. Don't pick that. No
I don't
monstrous
plan on
races.
it.
No monstrous race. I should say that I'm restricting races to like people that live in the Dales. Like you can be an orc because they're
Fair
around,
enough.
But if you're an orc, you got to be like a tribal orc. There's no orc cosmopolitan orcs that live in the Dales. Okay, they're savages here. You can
Mhm.
be a good
An orc
savage, you
smoking a
know.
cigarette on an extended Corella DeVille filter.
Yeah, none of them. Like I'm
We like
saying
to
that
kill
because there's
beer.
there's a lot of new artwork of orcs that look a little weird to me. Like it's just I don't know. There's a cool
I
rogue
don't know.
subclass that
I
just came out too.
rogue, you say?
Yeah. Scion of the three, like the dead three. You know, Merkel,
Ooh.
Bane, Ball. Shit.
If I were, I could play a rogue if I go with the Shadowdale Sentinels. Now,
I thought you were going with fighter though.
yeah, I thought about it for a second, but fighter seems better.
You picked a fighter in our last campaign too. I'm surprised you're doing it again.
Yeah,
Is that what you always play?
I yes.
Oh, that's cool. I like it though.
I I'm a fighter enthusiast. I love fighter.
They're really powerful. They're good. It's a good class. I mean,
Yeah,
you
you
really
can
can't
literally
beat
turn your
them.
brain off and just hit the monster.
Hmm. Yeah.
All right, let me go over here and
So
act.
so right now I'm gonna make a short list here. What we got? We got at least one artificer, and he's gonna be a gnome. We have a fighter, right? Are we going back on
Yep,
fighter? We have a
yep, fighter,
druid,
definitely fighter.
half elf. Okay. By the way, we're not done building our characters until you've picked all the background stuff and added that onto your sheets. And we've talked about it and we've had a time to like, figure out how that might work with other people and why we're meeting and all that stuff. So we're gonna get through all the mechanical building first, and then we're gonna get into that. Okay. So we got artificer, fighter, druid. We have a potential sorcerer or wizard, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes, I was muted. Yes, I'm
Okay.
I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Vex,
I'm going
you're gonna be a
fucking
human, right?
Yes, human fighter.
You're definitely a human.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a little basic, but nothing wrong with going back to the
No,
roots.
there's nothing wrong
Bro,
with it.
there's nothing wrong with that at all.
No, in fact, I prefer at least one human in this campaign. You'll see why. There's a
Hmm.
lot of humans running around.
Yeah, and I'm either probably I'm either going battle master again or baronet
Okay.
because the baronet class seems good. If not, it's a little weak given
It's
the group
People
healing
are
is only
calling it
a
weak because
1d4.
it's weak on damage output. It's weaker damage wise, but it's a
Yeah.
good support and it's a good thematic class too. Like it brings a thematic element to the class that you wouldn't necessarily get from any of the other subclasses. Does that make sense? Especially where we're
Yeah.
playing,
Yeah.
you know.
But I hate they added in the speculation that you can only use the group recovery once per short or long rest when you get multiple second wins.
Hmm. It doesn't increase ever.
No, it doesn't look like it. I looked
Okay.
at subclass, and then at level 7, you can just whenever you use that, you can give your allies advantage on
It
1d20 test.
You know what's cool about it though? It's like it's an oh shit
What?
button kind of heal. It's not exactly designed to be like a constant healing machine. It's like
Yeah.
if your druid's running low on power to heal, you can help out. You can rally the troops, right? Like you can keep everybody up a
Hmm.
little bit longer. And that's I think the idea of
Yeah.
it. Plus at level 3 you're getting the two features for one level, right? Like you're getting all that. You get comprehend languages, which is important in a campaign like this.
It
Uh,
is.
That means you'll be able to read anything that you find, especially if it's in some ancient script. Which there's definitely that kind of shit going on. Um, what's the polyglot is an extra language? Yeah,
Yep, an
and
extra
then
language.
you get extra proficiency with the insight, intimidation, persuasion, and performance.
hmm
So I think it's a good bang for your buck kind of feature set. I mean, I saw some people review it, but I think they're just the power gamer types and they're
Yeah.
only thinking about it in terms of how fast can I kill shit. That's that's what I see a lot on review videos, and I'm like, if you're only looking at it from that perspective, you're right, it's not as good, but like this is a role-playing game where combat is only 1/3 of the game. Remember, it's like
hmm
a third of the game is exploration, 1/3 of it's role-playing, which involves talking to NPCs, and then another third is combat, you know?
Yeah.
So you sacrifice a
Well,
little combat prowess for some
mhm.
advantages out of combat. That's what you're doing.
Yep. Well, I will see how I roll. If I get too high stats, then I will definitely go Baronet. If I only get one, well, Battlemaster it is.
Okay. Oh yeah, for everyone who's new to my world of rolling characters, this is how I allow you to do your stats. I allow you to roll them once, and if you hate your roll, you can then use like the point buy system.
No
But
standard
I
array.
standard array. Yeah.
I actually
Okay.
like that idea, especially with Artificer when where one stat is king.
Hmm. What's their top
Just
stat? Intelligence? Intelligence, right?
intelligence for everything.
Yeah.
Intelligence for attack and spell.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So if
artificers
I
are
go
great statistically, like they're easy to build. Yeah.
if I go with a bow, Artificer bow, or bow using Artificer, which I'm leaning towards, I can shoot
Mm-hmm.
my bow using my intelligence modifier instead of dex.
Right. Yeah,
Which
not right away,
pushes.
like later on though, right? Doesn't
I
it
don't know
become
when
a
that
thing as you level?
I think so. I gotta look more into it. It's been a minute since I actually sat down and looked at the Artificer.
I wouldn't make Dex your dump stat though as an artificer, just saying, because you still want that, because I think you wear light armor, right?
Medium two, I think.
Is it up to medium? Oh, okay.
Well, we're going 14 rules with this, right?
Yeah,
Let
in
me
your
get the.
case, yeah.
Well, that's the only thing I'm using for 14. I'm using backgrounds and species from 24.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. When do
Uh,
they get that? What's the feature called that they get that does allow them to use their other modifier, their other stat?
I think it's right away.
Does the feature have a name though?
I'm looking right now.
Is it part of their infusions or anything? I think it might be that.
Uh,
There's a lot to read through
oh
here.
no, it's a subclass feature actually.
Oh, it's a C. There you go. It's a subclass feature.
It's battle since I'm going battle, so that's why I read it. Since I'm going battlesmith, it's a subclass feature.
Don't you get that at level 3 then?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want to make Dex your dump stat because for 3 levels you're gonna have to rely on Dex.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it not my dump stat. It's gonna be probably my tertiary stat.
Okay, so like intelligence, con, then Dex is what
Yes.
you're gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
can wear medium armor.
Okay. That's cool. Right away, as soon as you pick the
Yep.
subclass. Okay.
No, as soon as I pick the class.
Oh, it's right. It's base. Okay, I forgot. Oh yeah, it does say light armor, medium armor, and shield says proficiency. Yeah, that's cool. I played one of them in DDO for a little while. That was a lot of fun. That's older rule set, but like it's still basically the same concept. Yeah, gnomes are funny in this campaign.
Yeah, Mike. So I'm laying down the foundation for my backstory.
Hmm.
What do you think about a young Flaming Fist mercenary who was exiled for not following an unlawful order, and then coming to the Shadowdale to join the militia
That's
to
not
better
bad.
themselves?
You wanted to get away from that world, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like you were from the military and you went
Mhm.
AWOL, and now you live in the Dales, far, far away. Yeah,
Yep.
that's good.
And then
You're
for my background, I was gonna take the Flaming Fist mercenary.
okay.
'Cause- Yep. And then just have that be looming in the background.
Okay.
That's really cool.
That way I can increase my strength, constitution, and charisma score by 1.
Oh, right, right. You're
And
you're
still
talking
go the
about the
campaign.
mechanical background.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fine. That's totally fine.
Okay. I just wanted to check with you first.
There's some really good like your other background, like the Knight of the Gauntlet, the Lord's Alliance, but like that can really inform your other choices too if you kind of want to work it that way, guys. So like there's a cool one called Moonwell Pilgrim that's very druidy, but that would make you from the Moonshae Isles. You have to follow the strict adherence from where that says you're from. But like the Lord's Alliance can be from any of the main cities, Waterdeep, and all the coastal cities are the Lord's Alliance, I think. I don't know if Cormyr is part of Rob, do you know Cormyr is part of the Lord's Alliance? It's a kingship,
Oh,
so it's not a lordship, right? Like,
I don't think it is.
mm-mm.
I'll look it up
I
right
know
now.
they're on good terms with Waterdeep historically, because they've trained mages in Waterdeep and sent them to Cormyr to be war mages, but like I don't think they're affiliated directly with them.
No, they're not. The
Yeah.
Lord's Alliance is more like city states than it
Yeah.
is king.
Yeah, city state kind of system, yeah. Right.
So it's Amphil, Baldur's Gate, Daggerford, Longsaddle, Mithril Hall, Mirabar, Neverwinter, Silvery Moon, Waterdeep, Yartar.
Not Baldur's Gate?
I said Baldur's Gate. Is
Oh,
that
I
wrong?
didn't hear you. Sorry.
Oh yeah, my bad.
You
I got
you spewed them off so rapidly.
headphones on like the back of my head. But yeah, it's mainly like Sword Coast kind of stuff. It doesn't mean they couldn't have interest, you know.
That's true. That is true. They could have interest in Cormyr. Like, and you could still be someone from this region, or like, yeah, you could be a Lord's Alliance agent, or what do they call it? Lord's Alliance vassal, and then you could have been sent to the Dales for some reason, you know. Um, that's like, and the cool thing about Lord's Alliance, it's like the way this art looks in this is so cool. It reminds me a lot of the humans from World of Warcraft. Like they're all about knights, wizards, and like stuff like that. Like it's very traditional. The Order of the Gauntlet's a cool choice too. I like that. What do they get? Strength, intelligence, and wisdom. So they get strength, intelligence, wisdom, and the Lord's Alliance gets strength, intelligence, and charisma. Hmm.
Trying to figure out my mechanical background right now. I don't know which way to
So
go.
here's what I'm thinking for my character.
Okay.
I'm doing the pull it up here, say the right thing. I am doing the Scholar of the Vault of Sages. And I'm thinking about also being a harper,
Ooh,
being
that would
like
be awesome.
right, like the researcher for them and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
The Harper
And
background one that's in the book. You're
yeah,
talking
dude, and it
about
has a
that, right?
sick. Yeah, I don't know, it has some nice flavor to it for sure. Be
What
like
was the first thing
the
you said? You're picking the background hook too?
the Scholar of the Vault of Sages.
Which number
So
is
like
that?
number 11. It's I'm pretty sure Elminster found the
Oh,
Vault of Sages.
it's an actual thing. I see. I wasn't even sure what that was when I researched it. Okay. And you can be from, oh, it's in Shadowdale. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's a great background hook for a Harper. Now that I think about it.
Home of the Archmage Elminster. So I think it
Yeah,
fucking works for me.
it does. Are you going with wizard or are you going with sorcerer?
I'm gonna go with Wizard. That just makes
Okay.
sense
Makes more sense. Okay.
because, well, yeah, dude, for the sake of Elminster,
Hmm.
and the Seven Sisters and all
You
that.
don't have to pick Blade Master as your subclass, by the way. You can pick whatever you
Oh,
want.
I'm not, but we
Okay.
don't even have to worry about that for a couple levels.
That's true. That's true.
I have no
It could
idea.
happen. It could happen all on its own.
What was that, GC?
I have no idea what mechanical background I'm going. I think I'm leaning Bath and Freebooter, but I don't know what that is exactly. How it would fit in mechanic or thematically.
They would be like merchant traders. You could be from Sembia or something like that. Because Chandath is from the Wilhelm Reach. Rob and I were actually talking about that. They're basically merchant traders, those people. A freebooter, though,
Oh,
is I think is a pirate. Like, it's the idea, right? Like,
Let's look.
or what's the other one I was looking at? There's one
it's a
more.
military service thing that you were a part of. I like that background as an artificer because that's sort of like you would like sailors and ships have a lot of machinery on them and mechanical components, and that would have fit in. I was in the Navy in real life, so like that's for real. Like you need to know your way around machines if you're on a ship because it's like a lot of logical machine like knowledge, and artificer would fit in well with that.
Dead ass.
What was the other one I was looking at one more. I just can't remember which one it was.
Hey, Matt,
Yo, what's up?
you seem like a very lucky individual. Can you bless me so I can roll good?
Seem like a lucky individual. I'm an orphan.
Even better. No parental drama. No parental. Never mind. I'm sorry.
I bless you with the good RNG on behest of
All right.
RNG.
Are you rolling your
Thank
stats
you.
already?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm hoping
Let
to
me
get
know what you
good.
get. Let me know what you get.
Please.
It
Oh.
should roll in the chat too, I think.
Oh.
What did you get?
I got a 10, a 13, an 8, a 12, a 13, and a 14.
I mean, that's not the worst.
It's not the
I
worst.
think I
You wait,
think I
did you get
know
a
point
10, a
by
12? Wait, say it again.
10, 13, 8, 12, 13, 14.
That's actually pretty good if you do the math. Because like you're a fighter, right?
Yeah.
You can have a better than average charisma for a fighter that way. What's your highest at a 14?
Yeah.
So you pick a background that gives you plus whatever to strength, which is Flaming Fist Mercenary. You can put 2 in strength. You can start with a 16. And then the rest of that you can fill out. You can have a little dex, so you can shoot a bow decently. You can have a little bit of con. What are the rest of them? 13. You can up your
10.
con by 1 with Flaming Fist Mercenary.
Yeah.
It's not the worst. If you want to discard it and go with the point buy, you can. But I've seen much
Yeah.
worse on the rolls. So
I'm going with point by. That way I
all
can
right.
really buff up.
Once you discard it, that's it though. You can't go back.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going Chandath and Freebooter.
All right.
It was either
Well,
that or the Mythal Keeper, but I don't like the feat from Mythal Keeper.
what did they get as a feat?
Crafter, but they craft a bunch of garbage.
Mythal Keeper is a really good one for this campaign now. Someone
Sorry,
needs
I'm
to
gonna
pick
mute
the
myself.
Mythal Keeper. I think our druid should definitely pick that. Did you see the
Mythal
Mythal
Keeper?
Keeper, Matt, when you were building your
No,
guy?
is that in background?
Yeah,
It's
it's
the mechanical background choice.
I would, but the feed is just so redundant and it makes my heart hurt.
Oh, Crafter. I don't know much about Crafter's cool though, isn't it? That one you can make
You get
potions with that,
fast
can't
craft.
you?
No, you make fast. You get
Yeah, the
fast craft,
crafter feat.
fast crafting, but you like the stuff you can craft is not really like you can craft a ladder and a torch, a case and a pouch, block and tackle, jug and lamp, ball
Hmm.
bearings, caltrops, and all. That's not bad, but
That's
then you
kind
got
of cool though.
Yeah, but with the artificer, I can craft all that stuff anyway.
Fast
It's
though.
Yeah.
redundant.
For you, it doesn't make sense. That's true.
It's absolutely redundant and it just makes my heart
For
hurt.
for a druid, it would. I'm looking at it now. You gain a tool proficiency with artisan's tools of your choice, and you get the fast crafting table. But also you get the artisan's tools, so like you can make actual long-term craft. Oh, by the way, guys, I should mention this now. I'm still highly considering adding in um a what do you call it? A bastion for this campaign. It's not going to
Sick.
happen for a few levels, and I'm going to use like a revised rule set I developed. But that means that if you guys decide to build a bastion, crafting items can be a big part of this campaign. And oh, another thing I should mention, I think explained this to Rob, but I didn't mention this to everybody yet. This campaign is going from level 1 to 12 story wise, but my plan is if everybody likes the campaign and we like the world we're playing in and the characters and everybody's still here after however long it takes us to get through this, we're going to go up to level 20 on a second campaign with the same characters. So the Bastion will carry over, like all that you'll be able to make epic level magic items there eventually, in theory, and we can get all into all that stuff. So we're going to be probably playing in a different land. I don't have any story concepts yet, but I have a few ideas of places within Faerun I might want to take you guys to after we're done in the Dales. Like places you've
Okay.
never gone to or probably never will in a published module. We'll put it that way. Some
We're
secret
going to
crazy shit.
Chonda.
We might.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. One
Well,
Chonda campaign.
I think we're gonna go to like maybe Aglaron, Thay, or these forgotten lands like Narfell, Rashomon. Those are crazy places of Faerun that
Yeah.
have some really ancient magics there. Lots of dragons roaming around those mountains and those kind of places of the world.
All right, guys. I need some opinions here. I rolled. I'm gonna just go top down here. 16, 15, 15, 12, 9, 8.
I would keep them.
That's actually
I would keep
That's
I
them.
would
pretty
Yeah,
absolutely
good.
fucking keep that.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty
That's
good
pretty fucking
actually.
good.
That's
yeah.
better than you'll do with point by
It's
100%.
yeah. Mathematically, it's better. Even though you have two negatives, it's still better. And you're being a wizard, right? You're gonna definitely dump
Yeah,
strengths. So like,
oh, dude, I'm playing an old man. I'm playing like not so old that it's gonna be like he can't travel with y'all, but like I'm playing like a 60, 65-year-old human
I'm an old
wizard.
man too. Hell yeah.
Ah, hell yeah, dude.
My
We'll
turn
be
for the
old
opinion.
men together.
All right,
I
send
got
it.
I got 15, 14, 12, 12, 11, 8.
keep those. I would keep them. Yeah,
You
those are
can
really
bump
good.
that. Are you playing a he? Oh no, you're not. You're playing a gnome.
Gnome Artificer.
You could have a 17, and then what, third or fourth level, whenever we can pick up a feat, you can get
And
that to 18.
I'll get 18 by 4th level.
Yes. I was gonna do point by, but I rolled good.
Mathematically, too, I think this is better than point by.
Fuck, I like that.
Oh my god, I'm so glad I caught this.
Holy shit.
I almost used 2014 human. I was like, oh, wait a minute, don't I get an extra origin fee?
Fuck. I think I'm keeping these. Hell yeah. I rolled 2 17s.
God damn.
Nice.
Fucking Christ, yeah, dude.
Should my 8 be charisma?
I mean, probably.
Be an awkward ass gnome.
No, technically, strength as a gnome should be the complete dump stat.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with the same like decision. I got an
Well,
11
it
and
depends.
12. 11 or
In
12 for
Faerun,
strength or charisma.
Yeah,
in
mathematically,
in
these numbers.
Faerun, there are two kinds of gnomes. There are rock gnomes and forest gnomes.
I went. What I pick? I think I
So
picked rock.
usually rock gnomes. Well, usually rock gnomes are like the hardier fighter type, and forest gnomes are like your typical illusionist and like the scrawnier of the two. Rock gnomes are usually have like really good constitution is a trait of rock gnomes, and Snurf Neblin, which are like the deep gnomes. But forest gnomes are like a little smarter and a little like
I think all gnomes are
typically.
pretty proficient in illusion now. I think that's a gnome thing across the board, though.
But fair
But
enough.
you're
Oh wait,
but you're
hold
right.
on.
Like if you were playing a rock gnome, you might be slightly hardier, and then if you're a forest gnome, you're slightly more dexterous in the old rules. They're thought of
Uh,
like more woodland warrior type.
Sean Dathan doesn't work because I doesn't give me an intelligence boost.
It don't.
No,
Oh, yeah,
Yo,
you don't want
I
that.
was
no. I want to try to make it work. I want to definitely make it work story wise, but I also
hmm
need that intelligence boost.
Let's see. Like I'm looking through them now. You could be a knight of the gauntlet, and so you could bump intelligence and wisdom. Um, you could be a Mulhorandi tomb raider. Dex, Constitution, and Intelligence. That fits you really well. You grew up in a land of living god kings, and as a child, you were told countless stories of ancient empires and buried cities. In these tales, Mulhoran was a land overflowing with forgotten riches. So, like, you could tie that in loosely, but like the mechanical background is a good way to like think of your character's job. But my background hooks are more specific, right? They're more specific to the campaign. So you can pick two strong background hooks and use them as a way to like give yourself a reason to be in the campaign, but your mechanical background could be like when you were very young, or something like a long time ago, but your more recent history is from this area.
You know what? I actually
Do
can.
that.
I have an idea on how I can tie this in.
Okay.
I use my little doohickeys to help find and scour the lands for the riches, metal detectors and the whatnots. Yeah, let's do that.
unrelated to the point right now. I was looking at Mythol Keeper. Not particularly interested, but if you choose Artisan, you get Crafter and you get Investigation and Persuasion proficiency. Just kind of food for thought, I guess.
That's actually a good point.
Like we're gonna need to investigate the fuck out of some shit here in the coming year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of considering it. I was looking at like Acolyte. We can't hear him right now. Cap, are you there? Okay, well, on the side, I was messaging him and catching him up a little bit, and he's thinking about being a cleric. So the reason I was
Oh,
gonna choose Acolyte was so I could get a cleric spell and cantrip, but I'm not sure. Artisan sounds pretty good, especially those proficiencies.
yeah.
I need to.
Artisan's a more generic background, right? From 2024.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I gotta look.
If you
I'm
want to
gonna
pick
look at
that,
those
that's
now.
fine. It's fine to pick that. I wanted you guys to strongly consider the newish ones to make yourselves more tied to Faerun, but it's okay. That's why I had the other background hooks as well. So,
yeah.
Hey,
You're thinking artisan?
not
Not like strongly, but I mean, kinda. I mean, I think we could probably benefit from me having the acolyte background, so that I could maybe have like I could probably have guidance and then protection from good and evil, or even sanctuary. Sanctuary is really fucking good.
don't druids get guidance though?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to actually choose it from my druid
Oh,
cantrips. I could
right.
choose.
Yeah, you'd get it always. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
could just have it, and then plus whatever I choose,
Yeah.
probably like Thorn Whip and or right some other stuff like that. Or I could even choose like Firebolt, which would be pretty decently useful in some situations.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd have a little bit of an arcane edge.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. If no one else chooses Artisan, I might, so that the workload of Bastion building doesn't fall solely on the Artificer.
So the way Bastions technically work is you guys spend the money to build up the Bastion and you hire people to work there for you and they build and craft your shit. You can craft too there. But like if you want to hire like a little small army of crafters and NPCs that you've met along the way, um, they can like live there, you know. So
Hmm.
there's a lot of NPCs in the game, and if you guys manage to recruit some, if the Bastion comes at the first, you got to find the Bastion, secure it, own it, and then start building it up, and then you can start recruiting people. But it might not be a while, is all I'm saying. But some crafting and stuff would be fun to see people do finally in a campaign.
I just don't. I just didn't think. The reason I'm not like sold is because I don't think it fits my character that much.
What are you thinking?
Although
Like,
being an older character, maybe I guess you could still argue it makes sense. But
yeah, yeah. What's Mythal
I'm an
Keeper
old
get? It gets Crafter, right?
crafter, and then that's pretty much it.
Okay.
That's kind of why I was looking at artisan, because you get crafter plus other things. But I think Mythal Keeper got like three. Was it three proficiencies in tools or something? Is that what I was
They
hearing?
get
Yeah,
extra stuff. Yeah.
three extra tool proficiencies.
So
It
they
just says
get
jeweler
you
tools.
get jeweler's tools, but within crafter you get more proficiencies for stuff. You got to look
Well,
up
then
crafter too and see
Yeah,
if you can.
you gotta look at the feat that goes with it.
I have it pulled up in the compendium already.
Yeah,
so you
It
get
says you get
4 with a mandatory jeweler's tool.
right.
yes.
You
You
don't
gain
actually get
proficiency
the tools,
with
you get the
three
proficient, you know how to use them, you don't get the tools,
artisan
but
tools.
You
right.
do get the jeweler's tools.
That would be the
Arcana,
coolest thing cuz like making jeweled items and like rings of power. Come on.
Arcana
and
and
then
Arcana and history are not bad skill proficiencies to have either.
Well,
you
yes,
hand it off to our gnome artificer who fucking enchants it.
but but can't he make those things anyway?
I don't know. That's a good
I
point.
haven't gone that far. I gotta take a step back to find a
The
background.
artificer's magic items are
Oh,
like specifically made magical right then and there daily. But what you're going to be able to do with the crafting feats is going to be a little bit more like you're crafting like epic stuff potentially, right? And having proficiency with the tools and having the tools available on hand might come into actual role play or investigation checks and skill checks in mechanically speaking in the world. It's up to you though. Yeah, the artificer is the crafter of the group. That's true. It's like they are the most crafty. So I get what you're saying, Matt. It's like, do I really want to go that way, or do I want to be a more of a support like caster and take what's the other option you were going to do? Acolyte?
Either acolyte or
Hmm.
the wizard equivalent, because I could get more offensive
Yeah.
spells and cantrips.
Hey, I think both are good, and you guys just got to decide what you think's more flavorful. What fits your concept best,
Yeah.
like role play wise. That would be my first suggestion. If you really don't like it, then don't take it. But take whatever fits mechanically and what satisfies you mechanically too.
Yeah, I don't think I'm taking the artisan. I mean, like the fact that we'll have to like invest and then get gear for the crafting. It says provided you have the artisan's tools associated with that item. Like, I don't see why I would need to invest in that, especially if we're starting, when we're starting level 1, and it'll take a couple weeks to even get to the bastion of a background feat, in my opinion.
Maybe.
If I could make it work, I would have taken Shadow Master's Exile, but I don't know if I can make it work with an Artificer. I'm not gonna lie.
Shadow Master's Exile. Oh, that's the one with Savage Attacker and
Yeah,
Stealth. And none of us are any of us rogues yet? No.
No.
Not yet.
Martial
well, I
classes
can,
and half-casters, huh?
I can
In
be a gnome
multi-class.
that stole things to make my things.
That's a good point.
Mm.
That's
Gnomes
a
are
really
kind of
good point.
sneaky and devious, aren't they?
That's some
Yeah,
pretty
I would think so.
that's
Having
some
like a
Zint activity.
having thieves tools as an artificer would make perfect sense. They are kind of like a rogue in that sense, as far as being able to pick
Vex,
locks and shit.
Vex just said he'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I can weave it into the backstory. I stole things
Blade.
to. I joined the Shadow Master, so I can easily steal things to make my things. And Savage Attacker as a feat for me would actually work well.
What kind of weapons does an artificer use?
I can use anything,
Got a lot of
Oh,
because
options.
especially the Battle Master, because the Battle Master damage and attack scales with int, not dex or
yeah,
strength.
I think that's a pretty reasonable. Because I was looking at that background too, and it looked pretty strong. I think that's a pretty reasonable choice.
That type of artificer makes a good crossbow guy.
I was
Mm.
thinking I'm playing a crossbow user in another game, so if I do range, I think I'm going bow
Regular
just to
bow.
change it up.
Hmm.
So
Just
you
to
don't have to
change it up.
reload.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do Shadow Master's Exile.
Where's that other one? I think it was Sage was the one I was looking at too. Wizard spell list. Arcana and history with calligrapher's supplies. God damn.
No one wanted to be a Zentarum mercenary. That would have been funny to see.
Not right now, Blade.
Would it be
Spellfire
bad
mercenary.
if I made my Dex 14 and my Con 12?
Mm.
Kind of. I wouldn't have my con that low. I would probably make my dex at 12.
Yeah, I'll make my Dex at 12. Strength is going to be dump stat.
Yeah.
The way I look at it, you're probably gonna get hit either way.
Yeah,
Surviving it.
yeah. It's only one AC off, right? Yeah. That extra bonus though might help him on con saves, and he can build from a 14 to a 16
Let's do
in theory, right?
charisma to. Yeah, I'll do charisma 12 and wisdom 11. So I can play into the Shadow of Master's Exile and lie a lot.
Okay.
Go with the deception.
Does anyone else have a high charisma?
Do we
No, I
have any
like an-
faces?
I
I
have
I
like a
think
9.
the fighter is going to be that kind of. I think he had a good roll, didn't he? He's got extra stats. Matt, what did you get stat wise? You got 2 17s right off the bat.
Yes, Constitution and Wisdom, baby.
Damn.
I'm gonna be a strong old man.
That's
And then I
good.
got like okay, so I got 17, 17, 15, 13,
Wow.
12, and 11.
None of them are below 10. Wow.
Yeah, I got
Jeez,
very, very
man.
lucky.
That's good.
Very,
You've been
very
on
lucky.
you've been on that fucking on that, what is it called? Organic diet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's very regular every morning.
I feast on the roots and berries in which I find in the wilderness. I don't know what you mean.
Tools. There's so many fucking tools. Does it really matter?
Yeah, but I was thinking like, because I was on the fence between strength and charisma being at 12 or 11. So I mean, I could have 12 charisma and 11 strength because I'm an old man, which would probably benefit a lot of things. I think
Yeah.
You could have what? What because you're an old man?
11 strength and 12 charisma instead of the other way around.
I would go with the strength. I don't know. Just
So
for like
strength being
athletics checks and stuff, like like
strength being 12 instead of 11.
yeah, I think this.
Well, I mean, I think you might be right because like when I choose a background, it gives me the extra +1, and I
Mhm.
can just put that in to charisma or instead of it doesn't let me put it into strength because I'm picking backgrounds that are associated with magic, right? So
Which
like I
background
could
did you decide on?
either acolyte or sage. I haven't decided. I was asking Cap for his opinion
Mhm.
on what I should choose too. I value his opinion.
I mean, I think like Acolyte, that's the more religious version. You get
Yeah.
Magic Initiate Cleric and then Sage. Let's see. Uh,
Spellfire Spark. Like I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna look it up.
It's pretty dope, dude. Basically, you get magic absorption once per turn. When you take damage from a spell or magical effect, you reduce the total damage taken by a d4. You can't
that's
use
cool.
this benefit if you're incapacitated. And you also learn Sacred Flame, which you can use Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma for. Uh, you select it when you choose the feat. You can cast this cantrip as a bonus action a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus.
What?
Yeah. And then
That
you get it
last
back on.
thing is pretty stupid. I like that. What?
And you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Wait, what is
I
that? Where are you getting that
I
from?
Spellfire Spark.
Is that a spell or a feature?
It's
It's
a
a
background. Spellfire Initiate background.
Oh,
Heroes of
that
Faerun.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I gain
But you don't get wisdom with that. There's no wisdom as
No,
an
it's just a
exclusive.
feat.
I mean,
Oh, but don't you have to take the
Constitution
Spellfire
Intelligence.
Initiate to get that though?
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was also looking at that, but I didn't know what Spellfire Spark meant, and then he was explaining it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
I do think that's cool. I think it's that would be that's an interesting option. That's on the table for me. I'll figure it out. I'm right now. I'm happy I got decent attributes, which is fucking great.
Yeah, you're winning there already.
Yeah, I fucking feel really good about the stats. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take your advice and I'm gonna go 12 strength so that it's even, and then I can bump to 1 charisma if I have to. But for the most part,
I don't think the tool proficiencies matter when I'm crafting the magical items.
I guess. Oh,
Not the magical items that Artificer gets, but the tool proficiencies could be used for crafting other things that
Yeah,
are
that's
not
why I'm thinking.
class feature wise, like
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking alchemist supplies, so I can make
potions.
the healing potions and
Yeah,
poisons and
it's always a solid choice. It's probably the most directly useful early on in the campaigns and stuff. So yeah, I concur. That's a good option.
some charisma, dexterity. What does this one do? The lucky feat.
Lucky's pretty good, but you got to remember to use it. That's why I
Yeah.
don't really like inspiration based things, is because I'll get to the end of the day and be like, oh shit, I have all of my inspiration.
Oh, I
yeah,
forgot.
that's why I suck playing a bard, because I kept
Mhm.
forgetting that I was a bard and had inspiration.
You and every other bard that has ever played with me. I'm like, hey, what's that bonus action thing you can do? Like, I don't get any bonus actions. Leave me alone. I'm like, yeah, you do get a
Oh my
bonus action.
god. Remember reminded Panther so
Yeah.
many times, hey, you have this special thing.
Yeah.
It's called Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah. She's like, well, what's it for? It's like one of your main features. You get really early and there's lots and lots of paragraphs on it that you could have read, but you didn't bother to read it.
I use the shit out of Bardic Inspiration.
There he is, Cap.
She gave like 2 Bardic Inspirations over the entire campaign. One to me
speaking of-
to fuel my stupid idea.
Speaking of using Bardic Inspiration, Cap fucking ruled the battlefield in our one shot. The
Yeah,
Halloween
he
one
was a
shot.
good bard. I have to agree. He
Literally,
was the best bard I've
literally
seen.
MV fucking P. Without you and me, Cap, we would have lost that fight.
Yeah,
We
no,
would've.
no, like blazing yourself.
Well, I was the fighter, so I was literally I
Oh,
made the
never
I made the
mind.
BBEG run away a bunch of times.
Cap, what are you
Never
doing right
mind.
now?
Fighters are amazing.
Why are you not in here?
He's making his character, I think.
He's not in the VTT.
I'm the character creation sheet.
Where at?
On
Not
the site. I just enlarged it. For some reason, it pulled me out of the.
Oh,
Yeah, because I'm doing it on my phone.
that's what I was
you're on
doing
your
too.
phone?
I enlarged it.
Yeah.
It
What
works just
happened
fine
to your
on your
what
phone.
happened to your tablet?
It kept crashing.
You better go tell the Air Force you need a new one.
You know,
I
they got
do.
a room full of them, dude. They give them out to you when you first join.
He's not in the Air Force anymore though, but who else
It's
just
a good
crashed out of
name.
here? Dale's here. Vex just logged out of the VTT. There he is.
I'm
He's
still
back.
in here.
It's
Yeah, it
it's
just lost
probably roll
connection for a
20
second.
losing connection. Yeah, it does that. Okay, never mind. I see people hop out. I'm like, where'd you go? Like, what class are you picking, Captain Dingleberries?
I think I'm going cleric.
Okay. Do you know everything about the background hooks and the stuff that I explained? You got those documents?
I
sent him all of that.
Yeah, I was reading it.
All right. So you understand, like, with the one that says Faerun and Daleland's background hooks, that's something you must pick. And you can also pick background hooks from the player's handout pack as well, in addition to, or vice versa. But like, you have to at least pick some kind of background hook. And that should inform your class too. If you pick like the Scholar of the Vault of the Sages, you should play a wizard or have the sage background somewhere, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So just make sure
Yeah.
you're picking that first before you're really thinking about your class. Why are you going cleric? You just want to be like a healer, or
Keep the party topped up, and I don't know. I felt like we could use a cleric.
okay. What about your role playing background thing? Like what seems interesting to you?
Um, the wanderer of the standing stone.
Which number is
Hey, we're gonna be
that?
the same. We're gonna be the same one. I knew it. What the fuck?
Okay. That works kind of.
I like that.
You have a
And I was
long.
gonna be an elf.
Okay. So cleric, elf, wanderer of the standing stone.
Oh, this. I have found my character art.
Nice.
Now, when you guys get your sheet built, there should be a section somewhere in there, right? To like where it has like your character information, your background. Make sure you paste the background hooks that you're taking into your sheet, so I can always view them and other people can go and see what you are too. And so that you
Got it.
don't forget week to week what you picked, like 4 months from now.
You mean like the bio and information?
Yeah, put it on that tab or something so that like I can easily reference it, because you never know. I might want to go and read your sheets and like build a quest around it or something like that. You never know. And it helps me remember just in general, like where your character's motivations are and things like that too. Good to know for me.
Good boy.
You
So
just
we got
whispered "good boy."
I have a cat.
he's got a cat that's
Okay.
always like on his
Okay.
shoulder. He's like got a familiar.
Yeah, he's like 17 years old,
Okay.
but he's like
Apologies.
he's
That
very
caught me
no.
so
You
off
don't need to
guard.
apologize. He's like really sweet and like really like clingy and stuff, and
Mhm.
yeah.
17 years. You should be saying good man.
Oh,
That cat is fucking.
he's my old man. Yes, my smelly ass old man.
So I'm playing a harper. It gives me an automatic musical instrument proficiency that I'm never going to use with my 9 charisma. What do you guys? What do you guys think here? We got bagpipes, drum, dulcimer, flute, horn, lute, lyre, pan flute, shawm, whatever the fuck that is, and viol.
Bagpipes are
So
nothing.
Don't
yeah,
take
bagpipes.
bagpipes. They
We were
suck.
all.
No.
That was unanimous as fuck.
We
All
all
right.
thought the same thing. We were on the same wavelength. Holy heck!
I'm not
Yeah.
carrying them with me, but
Yeah, that's
I
the
hope they come up.
that's
Hey, let me
no,
see
no,
those
no.
things.
Seriously, music is a big part of this campaign, believe it or not. Yeah, there's a lot
That's
of
why I picked
like
musician feet.
musical ideas in this campaign.
Yeah,
If my
musician
character
feat is
dies,
the best feat in the game, period, in 2024.
Which one? Musician? Huh.
Musician, everybody starts with an inspiration at the start after a
Yeah,
short or a long rest.
it is a good
I thought
one.
about doing it, feeding into Harper, but then I was like, well, I'll forget to fucking do that every single day.
Yeah, if you forget the bardic inspiration, you're gonna forget that too. Uh, can't help you there if you're gonna forget. You know.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Never played a bard before, so.
They're
But I
so
might,
interesting.
my,
dude. If this character dies, I might fucking play a bard and be like, "Hey, I heard you guys are sick. Heard you guys are cool as fuck. Let me write some stories about y'all."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so Mike, as part of the artificer, allowed me to roll my gold. I started out with 140 gold.
Sure. Okay.
Just so you don't get surprised when you look at my character sheet and there's
It
140
allows you to
gold just
roll
chilling
your
there.
gold?
As an artificer, yeah.
No shit.
Man is rich.
I didn't know you could roll it. That's interesting. That's because you're the 2024 version. That's fine.
No, it's the 2014 rules.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sorry.
No. Is it 2024 rules different?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. They
They
might have
might be. I
changed
know they
that.
definitely tweaked some things.
I have the actual physical book downstairs. I could go look, but I really don't want to go look because it's not gonna matter because we can't have it in the
Yeah,
game.
fair enough.
Here's what it says. You can either do the equipment or 150 gold pieces.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You took option B kind of thing.
I took option B, but option B in 2014 is 5d4 times 10.
Oh, you rolled it. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yep.
fine. If you rolled it and that's what you legit got, I don't care. Where did you roll it at? Within the sheet?
Yeah, it rolls it automatically.
Okay. Cool beans.
Hmm. Unironically choosing farmer again.
Wait, isn't that a background?
Yeah,
Wait, I thought you had a different background you were just going with here.
haven't decided yet.
Still looking. Okay.
Yeah, I
Does
was.
alignment matter in this campaign?
Does alignment matter?
Yeah.
Anything but the evil stuff is fine. But just because you pick chaotic neutral, if that's what you pick, doesn't mean you can act like a crazy person all day either. So
No.
just means you're chaotic, but you're neutral about shit.
Do chaotic
I'm
good.
picking neutral good.
Neutral good.
The farmer background makes me
Mm-hmm.
horny.
Why do you like farmer? What's so great
It just has
about
a bunch of good stuff. It's got a good bunch of good stuff, man. You got
It
tough.
gives
You
you the
got
tough feet and then strength and
and
constitution.
whiz. Yeah, bro. Carpenter's tools. What's not to like, right?
Let's see.
For the three who are new to our campaign, I was a farmer in our last campaign.
Yeah.
Oh.
He kept giving turnips out or something, right? Like
And radishes. Okay.
that's right, radishes. Farmer would be very good in the Dalelands, I will say, because like
I'm thinking about it.
there's a lot of farm country in the Dalelands. Just saying, yeah, that doesn't hurt.
You seem indifferent to me choosing farmer again. I might just do that.
I mean, if it's what your heart desires. You know, at the
I
end of
just
the
like
day,
nature.
that background matters less than the hook you choose for me. You know what I mean? Like this is your
Okay.
mechanical
see that.
background. Okay? Like that it's just a generic word like I was a farmer, but your hook background is like I worked for this company and this people and I was a king's thing. Like that's different, you know, it's more specific campaign wise. So
How
yeah.
do I
We're gonna be
buy?
able to go ahead. Sorry.
No, never mind. Never mind. I think
Are we gonna be able to get into uh this VTT to I wanna I'm gonna pick my spells now, but I wanna end up, you know, thinking about it more and shit like that and maybe going through. So do you have to be on for me to get into roll
No.
20?
No, you
No.
can log in at any time.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I didn't see where I can build or buy equipment.
So the way you would have to do that is you go to the compendium and look up the cost of each thing, the base
Hmm.
cost under like adventuring gear, and then
Yeah,
buy it, like drag it onto your sheet, and then manually go into your sheet and subtract the gold each time for what you're buying.
that's fine. Because I took
You,
the gold option for both the background and
all right.
the
That way you can pick
class.
customized weapons that you want, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I don't want the crossbow, I want the bow.
You want a different weapon. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, that's easy. You just do it like that. It's more
Peace
time
for truth.
consuming, that's all. Like game time. But that's why we have session zeros for, so we can fart around with all that. And then you can, like during the week,
Okay,
go in and
so
mess around with it too if you want.
let me ask some opinions. Now,
Hmm.
so now I'm decided. Farmer's fine. I'm just gonna choose that for now. Let's just assume I'm a farmer. I have tough, and I get Constitution, Wisdom, or Strength +1s.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of considering, should I swap Constitution at 17 with Dexterity at 15? And that way I'll
What
have a 16 Con and a 17 Dex instead of the other way around. What do you guys think of that?
I don't
Yeah,
think Dex
dude.
is gonna come in that much for you, but if you want to like just have a lot of max stats, then yeah. It's going to
But wouldn't that
effectively be a
also?
16, and it's a waste of a 17 because if you wanted to
Yes.
have like eventually, if you get your like say you get to high level, if you get your or your wisdom all the way to 20, right, by building it naturally, then you could start focusing on con up to 20 or something. You know what I mean? But that's your
That's
call.
true. That's true. I was just kind
You're
of
not
thinking about AC.
you're not going to be dexing your way through the campaign as a druid as much. Like it's there for when you're not like buffed up with all the armor spells and people are attacking you regularly. Plus, don't forget druids wear lighter armor. Dex does play a
I get
factor.
medium armor actually.
Yeah, you get like hide armor. You get up to high.
Yeah,
Like you can't really
Well, it can
wear
yeah.
be
I'm
metal.
metal
a
in 2024.
Is
There's
it?
I'm a
no.
warden,
I would
druid.
prefer if you didn't wear metal, but like I'm more traditional that way. Is that true? You can just wear metal armor now?
Yeah, it's pretty dumb, isn't it?
Kind of it doesn't make
Hmm.
sense. Yeah.
But what is that considered? Just metal armor? Really?
So if you look at all the armor, right, like most of the medium armor is made from metal. There's metal in the construction of it. So it's a
Yeah.
role play
Hide is like
thing.
the only
It's a
one.
role play thing. Like druids would never wear metal armor
Nah. Yeah.
because they wouldn't have
But
access
almost,
to a bunch of metal. Is really what it is.
but they always almost have fucking metal tipped weapons though, which I
Correct.
thought was funny.
I think that's supposed to like be like that's the scarcest metal they got, so they can't build entire suits of armor out of it. It's like it's rare in their society, so they build everything out of leaves and twigs and bark and leather.
Well, it used to be you couldn't cast, the reason
Yeah,
you could wear metal armor, but you couldn't
yeah,
cast your spells.
right. Yeah, it would block your magic. Literally, they prevented you from really wearing it that way.
This is a non sequitur thought, but you guys made me realize that medium armor only gives you a +2 Dex to your AC.
Yes, yeah. If you wear the medium armor, you can't typically, unless you're getting into some magic armors and like fancy armors that avoid that penalty. Correct. Yeah. Which might happen eventually in this campaign.
The Constitution score is probably more important.
I would definitely think that. Yeah, I would keep
Well,
that
because
high.
especially since I'll have concentration spells later on.
Yep. You're gonna have concentration
Are you,
spells a lot.
did you
Yeah.
pick the warden? Or did you pick
Yes.
the
The warden. Yeah.
uh,
What's the
well shit,
warden?
dude. I mean, the warden gives you medium armor and like
Martial
martial
weapon
weapons.
proficiency.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you
And
get
then
that special level
the
one thing or
magician would
something.
give me an extra cantrip.
Yeah.
Which ain't
Yeah.
bad.
So you're going with the warden option. Are you still going to be a Circle of the Land or Circle of the Stars druid? Is that what you're leaning towards?
Honestly, Circle of Stars sounds kind of cool, but I probably will go Circle of the Land since Cap wants to play a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
That way we can actually like have more synergy, and I won't have to heal as much.
All
I
the
can just
time.
I can just like be support healer. Like maybe healer needs to top off, and I can use my bonus action to send him some heals, or like
Yeah, if he goes down or someone else goes down, you can throw a
exactly,
healing
or
word.
maybe even like I think druids do get protection from good and evil.
The way I've always
So
looked at Circle of the Land, this is just my opinion, it's like a wizard in medium armor. You can
yes,
basically do an elementalist wearing medium armor.
It
'Cause
turns
you
a half
get
caster into a full caster, basically.
no all druids are full casters.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, they have a full list of spells, just like the wizard.
They choose not to be half the time.
Yeah, that's the thing. They choose not to be because they don't play
I'd
that way.
rather be a
Because they're
bear.
always changing into bears and shit. That's what it is.
I'm a bear.
You can
I can't
still
talk
do
right
a
now.
change into a bear with a full action. So like, you're just not going to be in a bear form nonstop,
No, that seems like something that I would want to do if like I'm running out of spell slots, and I have a decent
Exactly the
size health
idea.
pool still.
Or
Like
you're being cornered or you're about to
I'm being
die
yes,
and you use it for
exactly.
hit points.
Well, you don't gain hit points anymore, do you?
You still get hit points from the animal form. Yeah. It's a big hit point buffer is what it really is.
I thought they changed that.
I thought it was like you get the animal's hit points, and then when the animal's hit points goes away, it makes you change back.
Right, but
That's
And
No.
that's how
2014.
that's how it always
2014.
worked though.
No, the
No,
2024 rules.
2024
rules,
is
you get temporary HP equal to the animal's health, and once those go
Oh.
away,
It's
yeah,
temp HP now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Is
as
that
far as I
right?
Yeah, but
know, when you reach
mechanic.
when you reach 1 HP, you still have 1 HP, but you revert to your human form.
Oh, okay. That
They
Don't
nerf
revert.
wild shape.
But how's it really a nerf? Because all right, so really it's a difference
Well, I
between
mean,
temp hit points and a different hit point total, right? That's what we're talking about here.
you're making a good point. Yeah, how is it a nerf? Yeah, semantically.
I mean, you're technically right because some people would argue temp hit points are inferior because you can't be re-healed those temp hit
Yes.
points.
Well, what makes it not as good, I think, is before you could change into a bear. Say you have 2 wild shapes left that day. You change into a bear, you get hit a couple of times, you get knocked out of your bear form. You have all of your HP, so you change into a bear again, and now you're rolling, right? No matter if they hit you for 50 HP and you had 10 left, you're back at full HP because you didn't take any in your human form. Now they hit you for
Yeah.
50 HP and you get back and you have 1 HP left.
No. Wait, hold on. Are you talking about if you had 1 HP at the moment you transformed into a bear?
No, I'm talking about before once you ran through all of the animal's HP, it put you back into your regular form with whatever
Yeah.
HP you had before.
Yeah.
Now it's temp HP, which is situationally it's a nerf because if you got hit for a bunch of more HP than what you had
Yeah.
or
I
than
get
what
what
you
you're
have
saying.
left, it's not really
It's
doing
kind
anything.
of it's 6 to 1, half dozen the other to me though at the end of the day. It probably won't matter that much in actual play most of the time.
It depends on how rough your combat encounters are,
I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
or
I can't predict that.
how heavy
Yeah.
the hitters are.
Sometimes they're hard, sometimes they're very appropriate.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had an easy encounter just yet, but it ranges.
If you had to put a guess on it as I'm picking my spells, what is like the combat to social to exploration split?
I try to keep it pretty balanced, like a third for each.
Yeah, I
Some
agree.
chapters and some sequences will be more leaning in one direction or the other. Like you could go a month in a town where like it's mostly social investigation with little combat encounters, and then you could go 3, 4 weeks in a row doing a dungeon crawl in my campaigns. Like it's just depends on where you're at.
For an extra frame of reference for you, when we were doing the Witchlight campaign, we kind of all concluded that there would be a lot of role playing and dialogue, and so he did add some combat encounters.
I balance it. Yeah.
Yes, and it did. In my opinion, it did make it a little more engaging because we weren't just walking around talking to each other and like being in character the whole time. We would eventually, once in a while, like have to think tactily and like actually focus on the fight instead
Yeah.
of worrying about, you know, what's this elf gonna say next, you know. So I think it's pretty. I think he does it pretty balanced.
I
Oh yeah.
try to. I try to keep it that way. It's I can't predict all the time. I think as you get higher in levels, there's going to be more and more combat, but
Yeah.
early on it's going to be pretty balanced.
And then as long as like I'm gonna talk a little bit third person for you, Mike. And as long as he doesn't like let ChatGPT entirely rule the encounter and then he looks over it, it's almost always balanced.
I always read it. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
I
long
look
as
at
you
it.
go over it, except for one, where we all almost
Which
died.
one? When?
In
The
the beginning of
vampire
the witch
First
fight?
fight.
combat encounter.
The beginning of the witch
Oh,
fight, that was the only encounter I felt was really bad.
yeah. Well, I just threw that together. I wasn't really.
Exactly. Well, that's kind of what my point was. Like
Yeah.
you managed the others just fine because I think you were like on your toes a little bit.
That was a level 1 encounter, and it's hard to
And
make a level 1 encounter balanced. So
it was so funny.
Mhm.
And Haley didn't even cast mage armor.
she didn't even know about it for weeks. I don't think.
Yeah, she didn't know what it was.
You only had
I got
offensive spells at the beginning, bro. Come on.
Yeah, that was crazy. She didn't even take healing word. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's okay. She didn't know.
Wow.
She was a new
Yeah, you're
player.
right.
She didn't know
Yeah,
anything.
everyone starts someplace.
Set us separate
I don't know.
separate idea, separate train of thought.
It
What do you
makes
guys think
the
of
game not fun.
spare the dying of
It's all right.
because I
It's
mean
Spare the
like
okay.
dying.
I think there's going to be enough
It's
healing around that you're never going to need it.
yeah, it's like a
That's-
50
Yeah,
50.
you have a
It
cleric.
stabilizes people if you don't have any healing,
Yeah.
which is a possibility if we're going through a long dungeon.
well, I was kind of
But it's
considering it
probably
because like you know maybe we're in the middle of a fight and our healer doesn't get a turn until you know maybe maybe a whole
Yeah.
round, and then I could maybe stabilize that creature so that the next turn we could get them up.
I mean, I wouldn't choose it before any other cantrips you really want to get, though. That's all. It's not a bad
That's
one to have in your back pocket. It's not bad.
yeah.
I
Horns
just
with
wasn't sure. I'm just not sure what my cantrips are gonna be because I mean
Early
I like
Thorn Whip.
I
early
love Thornwhip.
early
Love it.
levels it could actually come into play. Like you can run out of spell slots quick and not have
I
any
love
Mhm.
healing
Thornwhip
you
Cap
know.
and then I was thinking Starry Wisp,
That's
but
a good one.
Starry Wisp is an amazing
That's
spell. I
great.
I
Yeah.
Starry Wisp
know.
is absolutely fucking incredible.
I
It's
know
the
it's so
best.
good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Can't benefit from the invisible condition is such a nice fucking attribute to
Mm-hmm.
put on a character. And
I
it's a
will say
1d8. It's a 1d8 versus the 1d6 of the Thorn Whip too.
Nice one. Nice
Mm-hmm.
one.
hold
You're
on, let
taking
me
How do,
see.
Shillelagh, right?
how the fuck do you spell
I was
starry with?
thinking I was Starry
Two
Whip
R's.
StarryWisp.
Is
I
it
think
one
Starry
word or
Wisp
two?
It's
too.
2 words.
I think Starry Wisp was my favorite cantrip in the game.
I
Two
was thinking
R's?
about taking Yes, it's 2 R's.
I can't.
I
It's
was
not
thinking
coming
about
up.
taking Shillelagh, but I don't know
Shillelagh.
since I have martial weapons
Shillelagh.
proficiency, I don't even think I was gonna use a staff. I was probably just gonna use I don't
Hey, you
Would
know.
still
it
benefit
work
from a
on a
higher
great
wisdom
club?
stat, though.
Yeah.
What was that, Cap?
Shillelagh is great because it goes off your wisdom stat, even if you're using a martial
That's
weapon.
true.
Yes, that's a good
But I
spell.
thought it can
Oh,
only be
spell
put on a
whisper.
staff.
It's a
Staff or
club
club.
or a staff. Clubs or staffs, yeah.
Would that work on a great club?
Yeah, it does work on a great club.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, it works.
He's fucking bonking people, dude.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean
You pick him a
I
big
do have
stick.
I do have 18 whiz. I mean,
Yeah,
they get
that'll
good at
it'll
With a
really.
plus 6 to hit.
It's very thematic too. It's like it's an old like Celtic word, and it's like that's they used
I
to
love it
use
in
them in
Baldur's Gate.
battle. They used to fight all the time with shillelaghs. I had a friend growing
mean-
up. Actually, it was a Navy friend. Actually, he said his grandfather, who was Irish, he had a shillelagh in the house, and he used to beat the grandkids with it. He's like, "Get my shillelagh."
My
That's
Italian mother
awesome.
used to. My Italian mother used to beat me with a fucking wooden spoon.
Yeah,
My
but did
dad
she
used
call it a shillelagh though? Did she enchant it with old Celtic
It's
runes?
crazy how all around the world people use different things to beat their kids. Like as a white American, the belt was my
No,
dad's
Yes.
like preferred
my
Yeah,
weapon.
my dad was the
listen,
belt too.
my dad perfected the lawnmower routine with the belt, chasing after me, pulling the belt out of the loop, so I was trying to get away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you go south of the border from the United States into Mexico, that's when the chanclas come out. You get a shoe thrown at you real quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's my
Yeah.
Mexican family right there. They'd be like, "Hey, go get the chancla," and then everybody starts running.
Wait, they actually throw shoes?
Yes.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, with extreme accuracy,
The
dude.
Really?
slipper.
and,
Jesus.
that's that's an Asian culture thing right there.
I
They'd
dated
be
a
like,
Mexican girl. She used to fucking throw her shoes at me all the fucking time.
yeah,
Oh my
it's true.
God.
I live right next to the border of Mexico. It's fucking true, bro.
Mm, that's cool.
Uh,
There
what are
should be
my
a spell called
spells
the.
that I
You
can
could flavor the shillelagh as a shankla if you want.
Range
The spirit of
shillelagh.
the chakra
It's like a
incorporates this
fucking
weapon.
boomerang
Oh
shoe.
no, I gotta change this.
No.
Just throwing a great glove.
How do I add a spell? Because I had to remove one.
You got to go to the compendium and type name in, and you can literally drag and drop that spell onto your sheet, and it'll add it on automatically. You can do it manually too, and type it all in or paste it all in that way, but that's the fast way.
It's the first time I'm building a character like this, so it's kind of just new to me.
Yeah, that's fine. I figured that.
It's pretty nice. I actually really appreciate this system.
Yeah, so do I.
I used what's it called, D&D Beyond for a long time, and for my campaign when I was a DM for my own, and this is just as good, if not maybe a little better.
Yeah, I like
I
this better
actually,
than D&D Beyond.
I actually do not like D&D Beyond at all.
Me either.
I use
Really?
Well, I
I use
mean,
more
Wizards of the
purple, more
Coast
better.
doesn't deserve your respect anyway, so
Yeah.
I use more
I
purple,
mean,
more
here
better.
here
I
we
used
are
to use that.
using
More
all
purple,
their books
more
to fucking play
better.
this
Yeah.
game.
What
The
was
thing with
that?
D&D Beyond is like if you build a character and you level it up and you print the PDF of the character sheet, it doesn't actually level up in the PDF. It doesn't read the level up.
What?
That's
Wow.
what pissed me. That's what pissed me
In
off.
D&D Beyond?
Yeah,
Then what good is that?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I've never had to do that, or never really
If
experienced
you
that.
play in person, you might want to. If I'm playing in person, I like to have physical sheets. I like the
Well, see,
write
Me too.
on them.
the cool thing that I think is, like, in my opinion, right? Like, the thing that I liked about it is that, like, instead of having those sheets and physical dice, everybody could just pull up their phone and use the app, and their character and their dice would be right
Yes,
there in their
it's
face.
nice,
That
but
was that was the convenience for me. I
it's a
really enjoyed it.
convenience. What if the internet goes out that day? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, we played over the internet, so that means no
oh,
session.
yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
None of us lived in the same state.
Oh, right,
I miss rolling dice so fucking much, dude.
I
Yeah,
like to bring
the actual dice.
my glow in the dark physical dice whenever I get invited to D&D down the street.
Oh,
I
would
like
True
that.
Strike as a cantrip be redundant for me since I'm gonna end up using intelligence anyway? Yes. Yes, it would.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you get to
That
cast this and immediately make a weapon attack.
what's that, Vex?
So you
What
get
do
to, yeah, True Strike. You get to cast that, then immediately make a weapon attack after with advantage.
Yeah, but he's
Just a
already
singular one
got.
though.
the only advantage is that lets him add his intelligence modifier, right? It's not advantage, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so
Good
No,
point.
he's
Good
gonna
point.
have
Good point.
all of his attacks go off of intelligence anyway.
and
Oh.
yeah, once I hit level 3, all my attacks are going to be off intelligence anyway, so it's redundant.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
you're right.
won't
Never
need it.
mind. I'm
He
gonna be
won't need
quiet
it very
then.
much. It's not worth
Okay, so I have
wasting cantrip slot.
mending and prestidigitation from automatically from class, and I get to pick
That's one of my
more.
favorites. Fucking cantrips right there. Prestidigitation.
Guidance is the other. I need one more. Maybe an attack cantrip.
I would take something that's attack oriented. You might run out of ammo for your bow.
I don't know
Or
if you have the
Nick,
Or you
option
not
might
for
want
it,
an
worth
dude.
flame
elemental
bolt.
attack. You might want one of your
But
attacks to be
Yeah.
elemental, like acid splash, and that's a little AoE damage too.
I picked up this Spellfire Flare out of the Faerun book. It is good. 60 feet range.
So yes.
They get no benefit from half or 3/4 cover. On a hit, the target takes 2d10 radiant damage,
So
and then it levels up.
you're a spellfire initiate.
No, it's just a wizard spell.
Oh, it's an
a
actual
spell out of
wizard
the book.
spell. Okay, it's a new spell.
Yeah, it's not
Also,
my spell list.
if you guys, oh, that sucks. If you guys look through my spells, you're gonna be like, oh, what's this guy doing? Remember, my background is I'm a fucking nerd. So I have
We can't look through your spells anyway.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. But
Well,
I took
I
mage
have
armor that way you guys didn't hate on me like you did the girl.
No,
I
we
have
didn't
one
hate on
first level spell, and I'm picking Fairy Fire
Okay.
because I just like Fairy Fire is one of my favorite first level spells.
Fair
I don't know
Fire's
why.
good, dude.
I just like it.
I think I'm grabbing
Especially with a
protection
party of
good and
5
evil.
people.
Yeah. I don't know. Should I do Ashes Splash?
I like acid splash these days. It's better because it's an
It's
actual AoE
impactful, yeah.
spell now. They make it hit multiple targets. So like if there's a couple enemies standing together, you can hit like 3 or 4 with just a cantrip.
I wish they would reduce the AC of the enemy like it does in Baldur's Gate. I think that's a really cool change too.
That would be powerful though. Like you could just keep spamming it and then like
Well,
everybody else
I
could
don't
get the advantage from that.
I don't think you should be able to reduce it more than 2.
Yeah, it's I think the reason I don't do a lot of shit like that is that's one more thing you got to track too,
That's fair.
you know?
I think I'm picking up protection from evil and good. Can I ask if we're gonna be fighting a lot of evil monsters?
You can ask.
I mean,
Yeah,
that was me
you're
asking.
gonna be fighting you're gonna be fighting evil shit, I'm sure. Yeah.
All right, cool. That's
Like
decided.
if you mean like that includes what? Like undead and celestials.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's stuff like that in the campaign. Not every time, but there's
I need to
ancient
pick.
evil. Yeah.
Need one more.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I need one more spell. I'm thinking either Thunder Wave or fucking I don't even know.
I need one more first level spell.
Thunderwave's really good, but I mean,
I have Entangle, so Thunder Wave plus
there's
Entangle would be fire.
is Thunderwave directional or is it out from your body?
It's directionally but out from your body.
yeah.
Oh, I lied.
Okay. Yeah,
I
that'd be
got
a good
Fairy
combo.
Fire free for something, and I need to pick 2 more. That's what it is.
So if I have someone entangled and then I use Thunderwave, does it push them out of the vines or no?
No. It's not if they're restrained from that, they can't be I don't think they can be
Now you
moved.
want Well, you want spike growth with that.
Spike growth
And then
is too high
second
level. I
level
don't
spell.
have access to that yet.
Yeah, you'll
That's
get it
what, second
Yeah,
later.
or
that's
third.
level 2.
And then I'm just
Well,
gonna
okay.
I'll replace Entangle at that point.
So really, Entangle, if they pass their dexterity or whatever saving throw it is, then they aren't pinned down by it. It's just rough
Yes.
terrain. So
Difficult.
if they fail the
Yeah,
save and you
a
thunderwave them,
strength
they can't
saving
move.
throw. Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, a strength saving
Okay,
throw.
okay.
A restrained. No, don't worry about it. You're helping. A restrained creature can take an action to make a strength athletics check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself from the grasping plants. But
Mm.
I think my spell save DC is going to be kind of higher.
It's gonna be high. The only thing about Thunderwave that you got to think about is, do you want to be up front a lot of the time fighting?
No, I that's a good point. I was only going to use it if I'm getting like surrounded or if I have
Sure.
a couple people in front of me.
Don't
And
forget
since
though, as a druid, you know all your spells when you have spell slots for that level. You can swap them out anytime you long rest. So it's not a
I can
permanent
okay.
choice. It's not a permanent choice.
Okay. I wasn't sure about that
Yeah.
since
Yeah, the
I
way
don't
druids
know
and
all the
clerics
new
work that
rules.
way. You, they've
Yes.
worked that way all throughout 5e. So like when you get a level as a druid that grants you spells of a new spell tier, like level 2, level 3 spells, you know every spell on that tier automatically. Now you prepare a list, right? From
Yeah.
that, from however many you have spell slots for, or whatever the rule is again. But you can always swap out one for the other.
I was thinking ice knife instead, but that's not even if you succeed against Thunderwave, you still take damage. So I kind of think that's a little more effective in my opinion, even if I have to be a little closer.
I think you still take partial damage from Ice Knife too, from part of it.
Really?
Yeah,
It
I think so.
says
At least from one aspect of it.
succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold.
I mean, yeah, but then there's the piercing damage too, unless they change the way it works completely.
Oh, well, it says on a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes, which is where
Yeah,
the cold damage comes in.
yeah,
Are
the
you kidding
cold
me? I
damage
don't.
is from that.
So
Yeah.
it's a two-part hit spell.
Yes. Yeah, you got to calculate. So there's an attack roll and a saving throw involved with that spell. So you have to make
Hmm.
the attack roll to hit with the piercing damage. Hit or
Yes.
miss, it then explodes the target, and each target within 5 feet must make a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold. Huh, they changed the wording. Does that mean it's
I
save or
noticed. I
suck?
noticed that too.
Let me read the
It kind
old
of seems like
version. Let me read I got the old version pulled up too. I'm curious now.
The spell list for 2024 Artificer sucks. There's no absorb elements.
Is it making you pick 2024? You got to pick them actually, but
Yeah, the only difference, everything's 2024 except for the class. So the spells and everything else, all that
mhm,
is coming straight from 2024.
okay.
How much does it
Don't
cost to
forget
buy
this
the
too.
Artificer, Mike?
Say what?
How much does it cost to buy the Artificer on your Roll20?
I
Yeah, I
don't
might
If
just
it's
buy it
like,
for you.
I was gonna say,
I
if it's
don't
like
know.
$5 and that's gonna make GC you
Let
have like
me
a good time with this, I'll just fucking give it to you. But
let
if
me
it's like
look.
$30 or something, that's stupid.
I think it's going to be closer to 30 or 40 because it's a whole book.
Yeah, but
Um,
it's not a big book. It's tiny compared to the other ones.
I know. I just bought it though. I think it was close. It was still. I don't know if it's available yet. That's the other thing.
Anybody want to go to work for me tomorrow? Considering I have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
I don't think it's actually available yet on Roll20
Hey man,
because it's so
me
new.
fucking too.
Oh wait. No, it's pre-order. It's $20, so it's not $5.
When it comes out, I will buy it for you.
All right. Well, that's fine. But yeah, it's not even out. So
I'm gonna buy it assuming that this campaign's going the distance and just so I can beat 2024 with like everybody else.
all right. Yeah. We'll just work with it. It's not that
Me-
you don't like. It's the fact that it's
The
the
spell list for
the
fucking no,
spell
the
list.
2024 spell list for Artificer is fucking
Yeah.
terrible. Like I'm not gonna take Cure Wounds because you got 2 people taking it. I'm taking Detect Magic. Alarm is just fucking.
Oh,
The
I'm
thing,
doing healing. I'm doing
the thing
healing word.
about the artificer is it's more about utility with their spells and less about
Yeah.
like doing damage. Just like you're gonna be using your weapon a lot, and which subclass you're gonna do that the mechanical
Yeah,
robot thing.
I'm
Like,
doing Battlesmith, so I'm gonna have my my
yeah,
little metal companion.
yeah, that's where your damage comes from a lot. You're basically a ranger with a mechanical attack dog kind of thing. Yeah, that's what
Grease
you
can be
are.
fun.
What?
Fuck with people. I could fuck with people with Grease.
Yeah, grease is a good spell. It's underused and it's a classic, so you can't really
I
go
just wish I
wrong
had
with
Absorb
grease.
Elements.
Why don't they get that? I don't know. Did they have it before?
It was in 2014. There, you remove it from the spell list in 24.
Hmm. How is it
Uh,
knowing to only give you the access to those spells? If you want to
it's
pick
not.
an
I'm looking on Wikidot because it has a spell list there.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You're looking it up elsewhere.
Yeah, I'm making sure. I'm sticking to the rules. I'm just
Yeah. Gotcha.
because I don't feel like getting off my lazy ass, going to the other room to get the book.
I should go grab the book now that I'm thinking about it.
I might. Do we need Identify?
I have it.
You have it.
Yeah, I picked it up.
All right, I'm gonna go through my spell list, and you guys help me pick 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have Alarm, Cure Wounds, Detect Magic, Disguise Self, Expeditious Retreat, Fairy Fire, which is automatic. I automatically have it. So I don't know why that's on the list. I get Grease, Identify, Jump, Long Strider, Purify Food and Drink, and Sanctuary.
I'm gonna drop
They're all pretty
Identify
cool.
then, because that's more your territory than mine.
Okay, so I'll do
That's a
Identify.
fair trade. I think that's a fair trade. In my
I
opinion.
personally like all those spells. I think they're all solid. I like utility
Uh,
spells. It's just me. Jump,
Um,
Long Strider, they're fun.
so I got Fairy Fire and Detect Magic and Identify. So that'll be my go-to. What's the second level spells look like? Second level's better. At least I get Aid. Second
Oh
level.
wow, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
they get better at that level. Disguise Self
Heat
is
Metal.
useful too. That'll be pretty useful in this campaign. There's plenty of opportunities for disguising yourself, so I like when people use those spells like like from a play standpoint. Like I like when people remember to use it and then it changes the outcome of a quest or circumvents some kind of mechanic, you know. You can actually cheese the game with Disguise Self a lot of time.
Since he asked to, I'd like to ask some opinions. Ice Knife, Thunder Wave, or Charm Person. What do you guys think?
If you want to
Person
be
might be good.
I
damage
like Charm
oriented,
Person.
We don't
what
have
do
like
you?
a face.
Yeah,
We
Charm
absolutely
Person's
do.
pretty good. I thought Vex had a high charisma.
I have a 14 charisma.
Yeah, you might be the face of the party then.
I have proficiency in almost all charisma skills.
See,
Wow.
yeah,
I was gonna go like the third character on my list that didn't bring up was I was thinking like a rogue assassin archer type.
okay,
But the artificer just called to me.
yeah.
Fair enough.
I think the Artificer's fun. Like I haven't seen one played in a minute, so did I
What
actually
the
have
hell?
one
So we have a
recently?
cleric, a druid, an artificer, and a wizard.
Yeah, and a
Yeah.
fighter. It's a
And a
good. It's a
fighter.
good. There's a lot of magic in the party, so like
Yeah.
you're not going to be suffering for a lack of across, like, you know, you're not going to need much for spellcraft. Like it's,
Mhm.
I think you got it all covered. There's actually a lack of martial skill in the party, so except for
Yeah,
the
that's what I
fighter,
was
you know,
worried
like
about.
it's like the double attacks and stuff. Like you're gonna all be taking
Mhm.
one attack action most of the time. Wait, artificers, Mike, did they get multi attack or at level
I
six
do.
or something? Yeah,
Extra
so
attack.
yeah, extra attack that comes into play with them. So, but not to level six. So they can be,
Mhm.
they're kind of like a pseudo ranger. It's a good balance. I don't see anything wrong with this party. It's
The
cleric's
And
only
pretty
my
good.
problem I
We
have
at
is
level
You can
at level
also
3 we'll have a
multi-class in
tank.
the game, guys. So like I'm not forbidding multi-classing. So like it's anything's on the table.
I go 5 fighter and start heading on, well, 6 fighter, so I get my second feat, and then head off into Bard of Eloquence. If
You're
I'm
gonna
going to be
become
the
a
face of the
you're gonna
party, of
become a
course.
bard. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, what do you think? I'm gonna read them out since we're doing this. Cantrips, Mage Hand, Message, Firebolt. First level spells, Spellfire Flare, Magic Missile, Mage Armor, Comprehend Languages. I thought I took, or yeah, okay, never mind. Detect Magic and Find Familiar. Critiques.
Didn't someone get
Alright.
comprehend languages as part of their background? Wasn't that you, Vex? Are you
Yeah,
gonna do the
yeah, that's me.
Banneret?
I'm going Baronet.
He's gonna
Yeah.
have that too, comprehend languages.
All right. I only wanted it for like the flavor
The
of my dude.
flavor. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Let
hurt
me
for
take
both of
another
you to
look.
have it. It doesn't,
No, it
it's not
doesn't.
like
I
you
can only ritual
you're a
cast it.
wizard, right? You're a wizard.
Yeah.
You can always learn these things like through scrolls and stuff. So,
Is there gonna be like a decent amount of opportunity for that?
um, I'll try to make sure there is. I'm still fleshing out like shop lists and stuff like that. I gotta actually do
Oh,
that soon, but
here's another thing that I found. The Vault of Sages is not in Shadowdale, it's in Silvery Moon.
oh,
Uh, so anyway, but it says in Shadowdale. However, in Shadowdale, there is
let's pretend it
Elminster's
is.
Tower. I mean, quite a few places. Harper's Hill, which is pretty cool. But
So the Vault of Sages is actually not there.
no, it's not. It's in Silvery Moon.
Shit. I'll have to,
Which it's whatever. I could be from Silver Moon and then, come to Shadowdale because
mhm.
uh, Harper's Hill was used as a meeting place for Harpers and elves from the Elven Court,
Okay.
uh, kind of thing.
Is everybody almost done with the actual building of the character sheet and want to get
Mhm.
back to like discussing your ultimate choices like
Yeah, I'm
across the
just putting
board?
my if I can figure it out. For some reason, I can't figure out how to change my biome info.
It's a separate tab and there's like a little cog wheel
Oh
I
yeah,
think you got to click
found it.
on. Yeah.
I got to figure out a backstory for this guy. I'll do that during
Well,
the week.
yeah, start with the background hooks and kind of build around it, I would say. That would be
Yeah,
my suggestion for all the backgrounds and stuff.
yeah. I might be messaging you back and forth because I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
almost
it's
next to
fine.
nothing about Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, it's going to be a learning process for all of us. I'm right there with you guys in regards. I mean, I'm a novice when it comes to Forgotten Realms too, so but I wanted to try it. You know, I wanted to try like a legit Forgotten Realms original story, you know.
I think it's fucking dope. I've been wanting to play Forgotten Realms for so fucking long. like other than Baldur's Gate and one shots.
Okay, I'm gonna add the hook from the first document went over too. I'm gonna add Gnomish Tinker from Cedar Ridge. I think that works perfect. And then between the two, we'll come up with a character backstory.
All right. Cap, how are you doing with your character?
I'm doing all right. I'm already picking my cantrips and stuff.
Okay. And you are an elf and a do you know what kind of like oh, clerics don't get to pick that anymore right away. Are you going to be like a
Yeah.
healing focused cleric? What are you going to be? Like what's your ultimate plan?
I haven't really decided on the type of cleric yet, like the
Okay.
subclass.
Yeah.
I was kind of leaning towards Twilight, but
Okay.
I might
That
change it to something else
okay.
by the time we get to level 3.
That fits pretty well mechanically, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, Twilight.
Okay.
Twilight Cleric's sick.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
have
powerful.
picked. I have
Yes, it
picked the
is.
name. The name of my character is Body Knock.
What is it?
Body Knock.
Body.
Body.
That's what he's fitting to do to
That's a good
yours.
no. That's a gnome name there.
Well, I went to name generator
Oh,
and
okay.
Body Knock was number 1 on the list. So I was like, boom, love it.
Vex, are
I
you
thought
playing
my
a
name was weird.
female?
Yes.
Okay. Do
Please
you
tell
want
me
to
you're
Her
gonna do
name
a
is
voice.
Penelope Stormhall.
I like it. I
Please tell
like
me
it.
you're gonna do a voice.
I certainly am going to try.
I admire you, sir. I salute you.
This is the first time I'm playing a female character, and I thought, it could be funny. It could be fun.
I play a female in the Savage World game on Sundays, and she talks like this, nice and soft and very a little high pitched, but
Mhm.
I've been listening to like one of the Forgotten Realms books, or like I'm actually on the second one in the series, and the guy who narrates it and does like the all the voices and stuff does a really good job with all the female characters. It's like I almost believe it's a woman talking for a moment because I'm hearing it so often. Like it's obviously not, but it's pretty good. Like as far as acting goes, it's fun,
I wonder if it's the
funny.
same guy. Because the guy who did the Elminster books fucking did a gnarly Dove Silverhand and like Laurel Silverhand.
Yeah, he does Dolph Silverhand a lot in this. Actually, she's like very soft spoken like that. Like he's got her. Is that
Hmm.
how he did it in that? Like,
Yeah, dude, his name's John Pruden.
it's a different guy. He's got like three names. He's got like a first, middle, and last, like that he goes by or something. I'll have
Which
to
books
check.
are they?
I'm reading the Knights of Evening Star and it's the Knights of Mithranor series. I think the last book is called The Knights of Mithranor. Um, and the first one's the Knights of Evening Star, and then it's like what's the second book called? It's that series. It's about Florin Falconhand. They're called the second book's called The Swords of Dragonfire. which makes sense because of where they're going. And stuff. They're actually on their way to Shadowdale right now. They keep getting.
James Patrick Cronin.
That's the guy. That's who does mine. Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Is that the same dude? Is that the same dude?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think that fucking John Pruden is who I'm talking about. It's like really
Okay.
old, like because I think he made these books in like the fucking 80s or
I
something.
some of them he
Hey,
did.
Mike, what
These
kind of
ones are
languages are
2000s, I think. What?
My bad. You guys were talking. I thought I had a moment.
Oh, go ahead. What's up?
What languages were you going to suggest?
I don't know. It's anything goes.
Ooh,
I mean, like, what are your options?
a bunch. Common Sign Language, Abyssal, Celestial, Dwarvish, Deep Speech, Draconic.
I mean,
Do you already know Elvish?
there's good.
Yeah, I'm a half elf, so I know
Yeah.
Druidic,
Oh,
and I know Elvish, and I know Common, of course.
Those are the big three. Probably Sylvan would be a decent fourth choice. Maybe Celestial.
I was thinking Orc, so I could.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad if you know what though, like most orcs speak common now. So it's like
Oh, got it.
unless they're speaking in orc speech just to evade like detection of what they're saying, like I don't know.
Ooh, Common Sign Language is cool.
I thought Thieves can't since we're going to be near the Zentrum was going to be a good one to pick.
I don't blame you. That's
I have
probably a good
Thieves
idea.
Cant
The
from the
Zentrum might
Harpers.
be involved. They're not going to be up your butt nonstop though. Like it just
Okay,
depends.
that's
Like I think when it comes to languages, almost anything is viable as long as you don't take nothing but exotic languages. Like if you take nothing but like what are the ones called for the primordials and like all that and like
Primordial,
yeah,
Celestial, Abyssal.
what are
I
the
took
ones that
Abyssal.
the elementals speak? Like if you just take all that all the time, you're not encountering. There's not a lot of abyssal
Oh,
kind of stuff in this one. I can
you're talking about like Aaron and fucking.
Yeah, it
yeah,
all falls. It
that
all
stuff
falls under Primordial.
is it all under one umbrella now? I forgot if they did
Yeah,
that again, but um
That's a lot better.
I just think like yeah, in
yeah.
this campaign, the main languages you're going to want to take are all the common languages, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Celestial might come up, I think. Abyssal might come up towards the end. Don't forget if we take these characters and move them into the second campaign, there's probably going to be that's where you're going to be encountering a lot of celestials or abyssal, like I think draconic is always a good choice because you can encounter kobolds who speak it and dragons, of course. But you never know, you might
Hmm.
fight a dragon in D&D, so you never know.
You can
Might
only
be.
Who
hope.
would have thought dragons would be in the game called Dungeons and Dragons?
It's
Nah, I bet you. Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me that there are dungeons. Gosh.
you
I
know,
would never expect that.
I played in several campaigns where I've never seen one, or ran, you know what I mean? Like there's always those
Really?
campaign kind of, yeah, or they're not written into the campaign much. Like
Or they can't
did
be because
we did
it
we
falls off before you
encounter
get high enough level.
in Descent into Avernus, was there any dragons? I don't think there really was.
No, there wasn't.
No.
You're right.
You encountered an Avishai, which is like a dragon demon type creature, but like
Mm-hmm.
that was it, I think.
I think so.
There was a slight chance that you guys could have ran into like Tiamat or something in that, by the way. I
There
think.
was?
Yeah, like you probably wouldn't have had to do battle with her, but like you might have encountered her lair or something like that. I think I'm trying to remember if that's true, but I remember reading like about something like Avernus and is where she's at. I think she's somewhere on Avernus. So you never know. I don't know.
Yeah, second. Actually, I think Tiamat rules over it's either the first or second layer of hell.
Actually, once you get to
It must be
level
the
15 and 18
second.
of Baronet, it's actually pretty good.
What level?
Level 15 and 18, it's actually pretty good.
Well, it should be good by
Shared,
then.
yeah. For shared resilience, you can basically make an ally within 60 feet of yourself. Re-roll that with the Indomitable fighter stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, re-roll the saving throw. The inspiring commander.
Oh, if you
Gain the
guys
following.
are if you guys are gonna pick gods for your characters, this new book, this Forgotten Realms book, has some very good information about each god in it, like new up to date. Like there's a whole
Hmm.
section about the gods in this book, gods of Faerun. So if you search in the compendium for that, it's kind of cool. You can have a god that you're associated with. It's actually pretty cool to always think about that when you're building your character. You don't always think of it unless you're playing a cleric or a paladin. But like you
Yeah,
can
but
still have a
fucking
god who's your patron as a ranger or a druid, like Sylvanas,
or an artificer, Gond, the god of craft.
Right, exactly. Yeah. What's the god of bards? Ogma, you know.
Yes,
No,
god of music. I chose Torm for the god. Yeah, because god of duty, loyalty, and righteousness.
Torm is a shit, dude. He's part of the triad. Torm,
Mm-hmm.
Ilmater, and Helm.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
love
Mage and all that
Ilmatter.
shit.
My monk was an Ilmatter.
Yes, I remember that.
That was a
Yeah,
good
you remember my
god
monk was
too.
a monk of Ilmatter?
Yeah.
Yes, Rohan. Oh my
Your
god.
split staff was so sick.
Yeah.
It
What did
was.
I call that staff, Scott? I made that up. Like the 3-sectional staff.
I
Yeah.
think so.
We had a cool name for it though, right? Didn't we call it something cool?
Yeah, we had a cool name for it. Man, I forget what the name
Yeah.
was.
It was like the staff of like Shang-Chi. Like it was like some cool like kung fu shit. I forget
Mm-hmm.
what I'm gonna have to remember what the fuck I named that thing. I'm gonna look it up.
Your monk
I
Not too
should
love that
be
bad.
staff.
You got
your
it from
monk
the
would make a
monk.
really good bad guy. He's so strong and cool.
I really hope we don't have to fight Rohan.
That's I know, right?
Like, I've spent an entire year fighting next to that guy.
You
Yeah, I
never
got to
I
fight
know.
next to
really
him a
do
little bit.
not want to fight against him.
I got to fight with him a little bit too. It was a blast.
Mm-hmm. I still love that. He would get hit by an enemy, deflect it, and I say, Sentinel, nail the guy.
Oh,
I
do you
was,
have
He will
Sentinel?
take no
Sentinel.
damage for this man.
it was sick. Yeah, I only got to play in that campaign a couple sessions, and I was a world tree barbarian. So just like every once in a
Ooh.
while, if I was close enough, I'd just be like, "Hey, Cap, here's some temporary hit points." It was sick, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. We might turn the rest of that into like one shots. By the way, I've still kept
I'd
that
be
in the
cool
back
with
of my
that.
head.
I would love to play Gideon again.
I
We
would
could
love to play Match Oakenfell
we,
again.
we can bring these guys with us too, our new guys, and they can drop in. Like
Dude,
we might just do
I,
that
I
like
would
on a
even
special weekend or something.
I would even be
Mm-hmm.
willing
a double
to play.
character fucking fight stuff going on. Is that what you just
Ooh,
implied?
I don't know.
I'd
I'm just
be
saying
even
we could
willing to
always
play
play.
guest villain. I've
There
always
you
wanted
go.
to play guest villain.
That's a
That'd be cool
cool.
as hell.
That's cool.
So I have a question. Are we
Yeah.
going to be playing on Christmas?
No. Is that on
Got it.
Thursday?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
a Thursday.
Yeah.
So is
So
New Year's. So is New Year's Day.
really, I mean, I
I
could.
I can play New Year's Day because I don't do anything for New Year's. I
We
go out
can
on New Year's Eve, but
always,
that's about it.
because of the holiday weekend, I can always shift our day to like a Friday, Saturday. We can always move the day around. The tentative day is Thursday for the
Chri-
sessions, but
I will say this: Christmas week, I'm out of town. I'm going home to spend
okay,
time with my family.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
We do
Yeah, I'll be
sometimes play and that without everybody here, do so you do understand that, right? Like we might run
Yeah,
sessions
no,
without, yeah,
that's absolutely fine.
Yeah,
And
like I
then
won't do
they
that
do
if we're
the
missing 2 or 3 people, but like yeah, if we're missing 1 to 2 people, I might run a session. So
you could
okay,
even listen to
I
the whole
still,
thing.
I still remember
yeah,
that hell where only me and Cap showed up, and the other three were nowhere to be found.
Damn, that's rough as
Yeah.
hell.
yeah, yeah. I remember that night. So
I named
everybody's
my monk
got
or my monk.
everybody's got their characters built at this point. Hopefully,
Mhm.
Pretty much.
pretty
Pretty
much.
much. I'm just about
put
done with
your
mine.
yeah,
Okay, and what
how do you put your
backgrounds?
character art? In,
Your character
sorry, I keep
background?
cutting you off.
What was your question?
How do you put the character image in here?
You gotta edit it. You gotta go and hit that button with a little cog
Oh, I
and
see.
head, and then like you drag it
Cog and
onto that
human.
avatar. Yeah.
What would the god be of that druidic circle, Mike, that I'm coming from?
Probably Sylvanas. So,
Sylvanas?
yeah, I mean, Sylvanas is the god of nature. It's the primary god of druids.
That's what I was gonna choose. Yeah.
But like, there's other nature gods too that are like, what kind of cleric are you thinking about being? Like, you can be um anything really. Myeliki is a
Yeah,
god of rangers. Our Lady of the Forest and the Forest Queen is Myeliki. So that's another nature god. That's the one Dritz Duerden in the books about Dritz Duerden. That's his patron god.
Maliki?
Yeah, Maliki. Yeah, it's
She
this.
yeah. I
do
was still
go
thinking of being a
go hard.
Twilight cleric of Sylvanas.
Mhm.
That'll
With
work.
Twilight Cleric, you can share your dark vision, can't you?
Yeah, I can share it with
Great,
any
because I don't
human
have dark
behind me.
vision.
Yeah.
You could also be a cleric of Saluna. Like Saluna works in this campaign. Saluna works anywhere in the Faerun.
Okay,
So
I can be a
she's a
Suna.
primary goddess. Like she's worshipped almost everywhere. She's got followers everywhere.
I see the gods in the compendium. I'm trying to, is it under lore, I'm guessing?
It's under Gods of Faerun. If you just type in gods, hopefully it comes up.
Druids do not get mage armor. Interesting.
No, because they have
Yeah, because you
they
got
can
mediums.
wear armor. Yeah.
That's why you gotta take, like, if I play a druid, I like to take, if I want mage armor, I take magic initiate wizard.
I was
I
considering.
took Magic Initiate Wizard,
I
and I
was
took
considering
Shield.
that. All three of us with mage armor and shit. Oh, you have shield. That's good too. Hmm. I'm gonna do more
Uh,
thinking about it over this weekend.
the star
I
druid
thought
instead
about
of, I took tough for my star druid that I'm playing. I
Yeah,
took the farmer.
I chose Chuff. Yeah, I chose farmer. Yeah, just for now.
Actions of the
Hmm.
resources.
Yeah. I can drag this over so you guys can all see it now. Just share the gods of Faerun.
Yeah, I was looking for him, looking through the compendium.
I just shared it. I just hit show to players. It should have popped up on your screen. I dragged it from the compendium over to the journal. Like
Yeah.
you can do stuff like that here. I can. You guys can I think just like open it, but like
this is just a saloon and shard part, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
yeah, why is it just that? That is weird. Okay, hold
Do
on.
you
Uh,
have the do you have the book on D&D Beyond, perhaps? The only reason I can look at it is somebody share like put me in their campaign and now I have all their books.
That's weird. It's not showing the whole I should have this book or this section. Hmm. There should be a section for this.
Does anyone remember how to turn off the portraits above our names? Because that's taking up a good half of my screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you go to the
settings,
cogwheel.
graphics.
Yep. Settings and then audio and video. Nope. Video to Nope.
I think it's under
Yep, I found it.
audio and video.
Yep.
Yeah, like avatar size
Yep.
or something like
There
that.
we go.
Video display,
Right.
avatar,
Yep, found
player
it.
video avatar size. You can go small, large, regular, names only.
Mm,
I like to keep it on small because I'd like to see your portraits down there. So I
fair
remember
enough.
who's who. It helps me remember who's playing a little bit better.
And then
Can
I
you
gotta go
customize
change.
these portraits per Roll20?
You
You have to
have
change
Like,
your profile picture.
you have to change your profile picture in Roll20. Yeah. I think
wow.
there's a way to change it
Now,
in
if
game too, but
you change the picture in your character, and then you go to the main chat screen for sidebar, on the bottom you see as,
hmm
and it'll let you pick your character.
yeah.
Oh, that was a good suggestion.
Yeah, that's how you do that. Yeah.
Wait, how do you change? I'm sorry.
Go
All
to
right.
the chat menu on the right.
And all the way at the bottom it says as, and it's a
Oh,
drop
Yeah.
down menu.
there we go. Okay, I see.
Dang, Bex, you look like Griffith. That looks awesome.
But you had to do it every time you come into the session, I believe.
Got it.
That's sort of the
That's
difference there.
oh well.
I wish it would change the name. For some reason, not changing the name. It should change the name at the
You can just
bottom.
change your display name.
I think I might.
Just gonna do this. Do this. Can one person have two things of guidance?
Hmm?
You
No,
can,
I
but
don't think they
why would
stack.
you? They don't stack,
Can't,
but
can't stack it all one person. I guess that makes sense. Ooh.
So, did you guys find the gods thing? I can't seem to. I don't know why that's not coming up.
which is the god for somebody recommended for me?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, Gond,
Gond.
Gond.
Gond is your, yeah, god of
I'm on the
invention.
wiki. I'm on the Forgotten Realms wiki.
Hmm.
Gond is sick, dude. He's got a whole island of just fucking artificers working on shit all the time.
Does he?
Yeah,
Where
it's
is it in
off
Mount
the left.
Celestia?
No, it's in the real world. It's like
Oh,
left of the Sword Coast. So I guess that's the Trackless Sea or something like that.
yeah. Yeah, where is that one? Look it up right now. We're on the map. Oh, if you guys go over to the western coast, like the Sword Coast, I circled the areas for Baldur's Gate 3, 1, and 2.
It's
Like
called
how
Lantan. Sorry.
oh, is it Lanton? Oh, wow. I did not know that. That's interesting. In this new book, the Faerun Adventures book, the DM version of it, of the new books, the Moonshae Isles are fleshed out pretty well. In fact, the entire all the regions of the continent are fleshed out in the player's book too. So like if you want to do any reading on it, it's got a lot of good shit in it. Like if you want to know more about the Dalelands and like so there's like here's all the regions that they cover. The north, which includes Neverwinter, by the way, and Icewind Dale, I think. Or no, Icewind Dale's a separate area. Um, lands of intrigue. That's the lands of Calimsham and Tethyr. It's like the Arabia of the world. The Heartlands, which is where we're at. Cormyr, Daleland, Sembia. all this other stuff in there. There's a lot of good stuff. This chapter, A Guide to the Realms, I think it's called.
It looks like I'd be better off just choosing normal. It looks like I don't need the warden for druid. Doesn't make that much sense because I can use a shield. Hmm.
Hmm. Wait, what was that, Matt?
Guess I'm just thinking out loud right now. I have things to consider. Things to consider.
Man,
Are
why
we?
Rogue One keeps crashing?
Yeah, I think
Trying to
it
control my character.
probably works better on your phone than it does on your tablet, huh?
Because I'm using Chrome.
Hmm.
Oh, I found it. Okay, so like here, I'm gonna show this to you guys. Okay. Um, if you scroll down to I think it's chapter 3, it brings up gods of Faerun, forms of worship, the afterlife, religious institutions, deities of Faerun. Should link to the right. Yeah, then it's gonna have all that, and then if you click on each name, it should bring up like lots of information about each god if you want to read it. All of them are in here. It's pretty good info. It's well written, like detailed information. Yeah, this is what's in the book I'm holding in my hand. I'm looking at it now. I knew it was in here. I'll just get rid of that one file. So if you like that, Forgotten Realms, Heroes of Faerun is the entire book that I just got, and it's got links to all the chapters in it. Character species, subclasses, feats, all that stuff's in here. The one part I didn't read yet about was the circle magic part. I wonder, like, you guys know about circle magic? Have you heard about that?
I've heard about it.
Yeah.
It's this new thing. I guess it's an old thing that they're making new again, but uh it's where multiple casters work together to cast a spell together. It's like and that's kind of cool because you guys have a lot of casters in this party. An artificer, druid, sorcerer, cleric, that's a lot of casters. So eligible spells, any spell that has a casting time of an action for 1 minute or longer and is cast using a spell slot can be cast as a circle spell. To cast a circle spell, follow the usual rules for spell casting as described in the player's handbook, as well as the following rules. Casting a circle spell is one primary caster, you, and these rules, unless otherwise specified, and you as the primary caster decide the spell's targets, maintain concentration if required by the spell's duration. Hmm. Magic action. Hmm. Is everybody still there?
Yeah,
Yes.
so here.
Okay. I'm reading about this. So like there's secondary casters. All right. So you guys basically can cast together, and apparently it works in combat because it doesn't say it doesn't. So you can augment when you cast a spell with a range of 5 feet, you can increase the range of the spell by 1,000 feet per secondary caster contributing to the spell. What? Up to a maximum of 1 mile.
Yeah, there's some pretty good buffs with the circle magic.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. NPC second. Some circle spells require secondary caster to expend one or more spell slots to participate in spells casting. At the DM's discretion, NPCs capable of casting spells such as spellcasters hired in settlements can meet this requirement by expending one or limited use of any spells at the same level. Distribute when you cast a spell that requires concentration. You can distribute the mental load of the spell among you and the secondary casters. Once the casting is complete, you and all secondary casters can maintain concentration in the spell. As long as at least one caster who contributed to the spell maintains its concentration, the spell's effects remain. Wait. Hmm. So I guess the secondary casters don't need to expend a spell slot.
Only for certain ones.
Hmm. It's complex, but like it's interesting to explore it. If you guys want to use it, you can. It's in the rules now. The Forgotten Realms Heroes of Faerun. Click on it and read about it. It would definitely take coordination on turns to get your act together on it. I'm not going to coach you through it. It's a lot of reading just for one action, really. You'd have to know the rule like the back of your hand pretty well. Well, y'all, is anyone still working on anything major with their characters and has any major
Well,
questions?
I am
Can
done.
you, hey Mike,
Mm-hmm.
can you click create character or build character on my sheet because my thing keeps crashing and I can't fully build my character.
Which one is
I'm
yours?
like at the last step. Mine's
What?
Sensal.
Yeah, let me try it.
And could you give him a shield and a longsword?
Um, no, those are expensive. It wouldn't let you click that?
Yeah, it just keeps crashing.
You're gonna need to get a PC, man, or something. I don't think
I
this is
know,
working too well.
I know.
Sell your PlayStation. You don't need that.
Hell nah.
What did you want? A longsword?
And a shield,
And
yeah.
a shield. I don't know if my items came with a shield.
It probably should.
Wait. Well, you have a light hammer and a mace. You get martial. Oh, you took the martial weapon thing for the cleric. Okay.
Yeah, it took protector.
Right.
Oh no. Our cleric's gonna pick up a longsword. Not again.
It's not gonna be a repeat.
You sure you're not gonna go volunteer to go first all the time? Open doors, take all the loot.
Wait, who
I
are you
promise.
referring to?
Our very first cleric, and
Yeah.
I don't remember.
our cleric who
John,
left before Blue. Yeah, John.
the one I chased
Oh,
away.
that guy. Yeah. He
Man, he was so
was
controlling.
he was sensitive. He was just
Yeah.
That's a
But
great
after
trait.
that, we cut contact because he was starting to exert controlling behavior.
he was extremely sensitive. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, your
What do you
sheet's
mean
done.
controlling behavior?
All right.
He wasn't he's not really right about that. He wasn't controlling. He had a hard time with all right, so I'm just gonna tell you the story. So like Vex took what the fuck did you do that night? He fucking murdered
I so
We murdered
I
somebody and we
murdered
chopped
and
him all to pieces.
a disabled man, baby,
Oh,
in cold blood,
yeah, in cold
and then we
blood
had
and
to hide his body.
so yeah,
So me
they
and Cal take a look at each other and go, "Hey, we should chop this up and spread it across the city, bowl style."
yeah, they went ball on this character. Anyway,
And it worked.
but
It worked.
this guy, he was the cleric, his name was John. He was very upset by what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very sensitive. He just was like, like he got very upset. Like, I don't know.
But you
Like,
guys chop up his body. I didn't want to do that.
I mean, I didn't really think it was cool either. He had a very strong reaction. I'm not judging him for it. You know what I mean? I'm just,
It's called character bleed, dude. That guy was the cleric that night.
yeah, I don't know.
But that's not good.
He had a hard
He's
time.
No.
probably
Yeah. He was young. I think he was like really young. Like, wasn't he like
I think he was 17.
He was like
something
16, 17.
17?
How
Yeah.
dare you?
But
That's
yeah,
pretty funny
he
though.
he would. I'm so glad because he would torture me by dipping full size dill pickles into Minute Maid, and always sent me a picture of it too.
Did he really?
Yeah,
Like
That is weird.
as a fucking pixie stick or like a dipping
just as
stick.
a snack. He's like, "It's so good, man. You should try it." I'm like, "No, thank you."
It's funny. All right. Well,
That's funny.
guys, I think I'm gonna be heading out if you guys don't have any
Uh,
major questions.
is that it? What about the secrets and the couple other things on that sheet?
Oh, yes, we do have to assign the secrets. Let me do that during the week because it's getting kind of late. I
Yeah,
do
fair
have a
enough.
list
It's
I will
yeah.
assign you the secrets and we'll talk about it. Um, it'd probably be better if I didn't do that with everyone here anyway. So,
Mhm.
because they're secret. I'll have a look because
And
there's different categories of them. So I'm gonna like what I'll do with the secrets is I'll actually look at your sheets and what background hooks you added to your sheet. Make sure you do your background hooks and add them to your sheet. And if
Yeah.
you
How
want
do
to
you
write a further background, what?
Sorry. How do you access the uh? I can't word back info stuff
I'm not sure what you mean.
on your character sheet, that other tab.
You
It won't
click
let me
on
type
it,
in it.
bio and info
Oh,
tab, and then you click the edit button. Well, actually, you just click
got
the
it.
edit button and then you just paste it into your bio and info section and then hit save. And then it'll be
All
on the
right.
bio and info tab and then I can read it there. And that's it.
All right.
Yeah,
And then next
I got some.
Thursday we'll play.
My
Sorry.
bio and info does not let me enter anything into it.
No, everybody else did it. So that I saw.
It says like
You got to go up to
description
that
on
one character with the cog next to it, and then go in
Yeah,
from that way.
there's a cog that you got to click first. So it's right next to the minus that like it's like a little head with a cog. You click that and then scroll down a little bit, and then there's a field there called bio and info,
Got
and
it.
then you would
Got it. Okay,
paste it in
my
there.
bad.
That's all right. No, it's okay.
Yep. I will get you
Well,
my backstory either early tomorrow or like in 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
There was someone here that's extremely versed in Forgotten Realms. I forgot who it was.
It's Rob.
hey,
Rob,
It's
I will
Rob.
be messaging you throughout the week to help you with my backstory.
yeah, dude, for sure. And I'm gonna be, I gotta live up to that, so I'm gonna be looking shit up like a madman this week.
You can also ask me too. I know a little bit, so but especially about the campaign. But if you want to talk amongst yourselves, you can too. It's fine.
Well, I'll get the basics from Rob, and then once I get the basics down, I'll talk to you to get the campaign specific.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Hell yeah, dude. And you
Don't
can teach
forget,
me about
everybody
construction because I'm a
create
horrible
a
laborer.
character portrait and everything like that, or find one that you like on the internet and upload it to the sheets. You can edit them directly yourselves. So
Hey,
Arthel,
Yeah, roll
human.
20 does not like me today.
Doesn't like cell phones or tablets. That's what it is. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So we got two
Does not like them at
humans.
all.
We got a gnome, a human, a half elf, a human, and an elf. It's
So I'm the
interesting.
only really different species. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
yeah, the only different person. Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's fine. I don't care. I like
I'm
humans
okay.
though. They're fun.
Yes.
I do too, but every once in a while I like to change it up and just be something different.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I
Well,
cannot wait until the next session. I am
All
very
right,
excited.